Yo, we're back at it. Let's see how this works. Our Fall Guys people, they're on. Let's see if we're on. Oh, let's plug in this guy. See if Little Carrot's online. See what Little Carrot's up to. Yeah, so let's see what happens here. Oh, there we go. I suck. I rage quit yesterday. Okay, Red Kite Games. So the headphones on, people. People, let me tell you about my best friend. Uh-oh. People, let me tell you about my best. Shift plus F3. Oh, there we go. They're already on my team. They're already on my list. Are you guys here? Hello?
He should
Hello?
join.
Hello?
There they are.
Can you hear me?
We gotta wait for fucking Owen.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear him.
Can you hear me? Hold on. How do I get this thing to work?
Try like plugging his mic.
Me? Or you?
We might have to turn on his settings or something.
That's why. Hey, can you hear me now?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there is.
It defaulted to my other mic. Yeah, dude, I played one game today. What?
Owen's good, so I got him sitting here watching him this last episode.
Well, there you go.
Owen, you're fucking. You might have to. Owen, you might have to tilt the fan down so it doesn't blow on your mic too much.
I've only played.
I'll just turn it off.
I don't hear him sounding bad at all. Do I sound
I
bad?
just hear like. No, I hear like wind blowing on his. I think.
So this guy actually
Like
has the
he's breathing, but I think it's the
track.
fan behind
Is it him or is it me? Here, let me mute myself and you tell
I
me
think
if it's
it's
me.
him. I think it's his oscillating fan.
Oh, alright.
It's my fan. I'm have a fan on.
Because I don't
like
hear
every
anything
time
coming from you.
Every time it rolls past him, but it's alright. If it doesn't bother you, it's fine. Because I know what it is. So I'm not like.
Well, just so you know, I'm streaming right now on YouTube. So.
Oh yeah, so am I. I'm streaming right now too.
Well,
You're
Owen,
streaming?
when
What
you're
do you mean
done though,
streaming? You're a streamer now?
Yeah, I have 7 followers.
Where did you stream to?
I stream to Twitch.
he's on Twitch.
How come you didn't tell me that?
I mean, I didn't even really know. He just like streams while
Do
he
you
plays.
have a
He doesn't,
face
like,
cam or you just stream the game?
Nah,
No,
he
I didn't
streams the
get
game.
it. I don't have a face.
I can help you out getting a face cam and getting yourself set up. And I can't believe
I
you, that 580 that you got for $100 is like the steal of a lifetime. I'm still like flabbergasted about it.
It was
What?
sick.
That
The price of the
graphics
graphics
card, like you could stream off that graphics card and whatnot, and like it can keep up with pretty much AAA titles for the most part right now.
Mhm.
But for $100, that card was going for like $400 at one point during the past couple years. 4 times the price. It just increased in value. Although now there's about to be a GPU crash because there's the crypto winters happening. So everyone's trying to get out. All these people that already bought those cards that made all their money back on them already are just trying to eliminate the cards right now. So cards are going for like 80% of what they used to go for, when they used to go for like 80% of MSRP, and they used to be going for like 3.5, 4 times MSRP.
Well, we were just talking about that because my aunt wants to give me this like unused Dell desktop,
Nah, bro.
and I want to see if I can add anything.
Yeah,
to
dude,
it,
get it, and I'll fucking help you soup that bitch
I'm
up.
like, then if we can just put something, so you know, that's what I figured. Like, if I could just add some things to it, and all of a sudden I got a decent fucking
Yeah,
thing.
dude, you'll get a good ass. All you gotta do is add a GPU to it, hopefully.
Yep. So I'm gonna.
What you probably could do is, depending on what like,
she's supposed to give it to me, so we'll look at it and see what we can do with it.
you can even do this. You get on a new graphics card when the new graphics cards come out, or get them a 30 series graphics card when the new one 40 series comes out, because that's like 2 generations beyond what he's on right now. And then you take his graphics card and put it in your computer.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that graphics card will still keep up with most games right now. Like you'll have no problem playing Valorant. Valorant is made to play on trashy computers.
Alright, you guys.
But Halo Infinite, you may struggle.
Owen, did you lose?
Yeah,
You fell, right? Alright, so what, we can exit this out or what?
yeah.
Owen,
Alright, I'm
did
leaving
you
the show.
play Halo Infinite yet?
No.
Man, what's
I
wrong?
saw
Greg,
that
how do
now.
you not even care about not playing Halo Infinite? I don't understand. You played Halo, right? Weren't you a Halo person?
Yeah, I never want to go get on the computer.
I mean,
But-
once you learn how to play keyboard and mouse, you're gonna love it.
Owen's still fucking rocking Fortnite, bro.
Yeah.
I actually
played-
saw the first time in a long time I saw a cool video of Fortnite tonight. Some guy made like a bunch of parkour tracks. Fortnite's
played
becoming
the
like
other day.
Minecraft.
Yeah, I played the other day. I mean, it's alright. I would have been fine, except like the weapons they have are bullshit. Like I would be fine. Like I was rusty, but like if you'd have given me like my old like burst AR or something, I could have done fine. But they give you like these weird fucking things.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing, is I don't know anything about it now, so I probably couldn't really do too much until I figured all
There
that out.
is no.
But like you can still like I can still build like.
I did
enough-
play Minecraft the other day for the first time, and I was like, this is
Really?
stupid.
Play it on Java? What do you
I
play
hate
on?
Minecraft.
I don't know what I played on. This girl made me play with her, and I was like Steve, and I had to like, we were playing some sort of like island, or she called it like kill the beds or something like that.
Oh, Bed Wars?
Yeah, Bed Wars. And I was like, what is this? And then I had a sword, and then I was like slashing stuff, and I don't even understand it. I'm like, what is this? This is not fun.
I don't like that game. I swear that game's like, every time I start to get used to the game, then Cameron will be like, let's build a new world. I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I don't like about this. That's why I kind of got out of Fortnite, is because it's like the regular game becomes like something much different than there's a whole different. There's like 70,000 games within the game. You're like,
I was thinking about getting freaking Save the World just to play Fortnite because I already knew the thing.
The campaign.
Yeah.
I've never played it. Yeah, we can play that cooperative. We should
And
definitely
then-
do that.
Yeah, you guys can play together. I'm almost
And then
done carry on.
Cameron bought a game because he like back on like Black Friday he bought a Facebook Oculus and he got like a gift card to GameStop with it.
Yeah, dude, those things are
And
dope.
he bought
Beat
Elden
Saber?
Ring. I don't know, he bought some game called
Elden Ring, yeah, that thing is. Everyone loves Elden Ring, dude. That's like
Yeah, so
that's
I'm
like gonna be the
play
game of the
that.
year, I bet.
Yeah, Cameron bought that. It looks like it's gonna be sick.
Dude, there's a lot of dumb people.
Get out of
What
my
are you guys
way,
doing?
bro.
Oh, you fuck. I hate when people suck and mess
Bro,
up
this guy's the
everybody
same
else.
skin as me. He's using the exact same stuff. I'm following this guy in front. Go, bro. Everyone's chill forward. Just go straight. Just go straight, bro. That's like going.
Follow everyone this way.
Nice run.
This way. I'm gonna get through.
Oh my god.
Damn it, get me through.
How did that hit me? Like, actually, though.
Oh, this killed me last time so bad.
I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good.
I'm alright.
Doing pretty good. I'm already at the finish line.
Not moving.
Oh, I spoke too soon.
Oh no. I got knocked backwards.
Yeah, I qualified.
Greg didn't make it.
I didn't make it. I was up there and I got hit by the last thing, and then look, I'm the next one to cross.
Look at his jelly bean colored ass.
I'm not
I'm the
even
next
joking. I
badass
just
cross.
watched
God
them
dang it.
slide down.
This is exactly what happened when I played with Rihanna last night. She got knocked out in the first round, all 3 games, and I'm like, "What am I doing?" She's like, "You're actually pretty good at this game." I'm like, "Well, yeah, I used to play this like way back in the day."
I used to mega pass. I usually mega pass the first one, but I've been bad so far.
Yeah, that is. Like,
Yesterday I was pretty good, except for that one
I've never
freaking
played
map.
How do you play this map? How do you play this map?
I forgot how to jump for the first like entire round, and then I
I've
figured it
never
out.
even seen this map before.
This one, you're trying to jump through those holes. You're going downhill. Remember, like it's like an ice slide.
Oh, okay. I've never played this map.
I don't think I have either.
I'm pretty sure this is the ice slide where you're going down the whole time. And you gotta just make it through.
Okay.
You gotta get a certain number of
hit those
points.
ramps.
You gotta get enough. Then you get back to the top, and you have to get enough points. So you're trying to hit the golden rings.
Oh, okay, okay. I see.
I forgot how this was done because I used to do it.
Bandai! Oh, you got freaking rammed by that wall. I don't think you got to jump.
Yeah, you just have to hit the rings.
Oh my gosh! How did you not fall off?
How do I slide again?
By add 4, you have to die. But it
Die.
unspawns you.
Oh, you have to hold it.
No!
Oh, and you got rejected.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Yes, reverse 360 into that.
No, bro!
This is the one. If you can get this middle one.
Yes?
No! No! What?
No!
I'm at 10 out of 15.
I'm at 7 out of 15.
This one's hard. Oh, Owen. You got rejected right there at the end there. Oh my god, bro.
Oh my god, I held on to the very...
I'm at 11. I'm at 11. I'm at 11. People are already qualifying, bro.
What? 15 people have already qualified.
17, I got it!
Uh-oh. Owen, you're about to be done, bro.
Nah! Let's go!
Oh, you only got...
Oh, bro,
You
I
didn't
qualified
qualify.
the last person. I was the last person to qualify.
You qualified?
Yeah, I qualified. I qualified. Oh my god, bro. I barely qualified.
Greg, are you watching my stream, Greg?
Oh, let me go on here.
Drop an emote! Oh, there are no emotes on YouTube.
Really, what is
Oh, you on YouTube? All right, let me
No,
get
yeah, I usually stream on Twitch, but I went back to YouTube today. I need to keep the channel active. I have the most. I'm one of the longest active channels in YouTube history, Greg. 2006, still going strong. It's older than your kids. Literally, no joke. My YouTube channel is older than your kids.
Daddy lost on this map. I don't know how. Daddy lost.
This you just have to like stay. But they throw shit at you. They try to knock you off these cannons. That's the thing is like if you get hit by that, you're fucked. Oh, look at they shit telling you who's on controller and who's not, or is that telling you what system they're on?
Bro, let go of me.
Reality is you just want to go above where all the other players are. Oh shit! Fucking Jupiter's coming.
All my people need to die.
Jupiter's coming. Oh shit!
No, controller. Bro, I barely survived. I actually just barely survived.
Drops Jupiter.
No, I'm dead. I'm dead, bro.
Qualified. Did you qualify?
Yeah, Daddy, did you see what happened?
Ah, no, sorry, I was trying to get on
I
Scrappy's.
got hit into the air, and I was in the air, and I qualified. I was dead. I was above the thing.
Lucky 13 remain. I'm
But
the
this
only
is-
pink guy.
This next round needs 5 people to die. Like, only 8 people will qualify, and then that'll be the final round after this.
I'm the only generic man out here.
Damn,
Look
generic.
at that title.
What do they call the
what is
generic
this?
dude in this one? Steve?
I don't know.
You know how they call that guy Steve in Minecraft?
Minecraft,
Yeah, Steve is the generic guy in Minecraft.
Have you ever played Valorant?
No.
You haven't played Valorant, dude?
I told him that. I told him that. So you
You
play
should
it all.
start playing that.
I know.
Well,
okay. If you're
well-
ever on the Epic, okay. I saw it
What is this game?
on the Epic Games launch.
What is this game?
You bounce on the thing. You bounce and then you get the hoops. The
What
hoops will come out. Come out. And you have to get 15. See.
Where are they?
You want to get the golden ones.
Am I supposed to jump off of this?
No, I missed.
Oh, I can't get the same hoop? Can I jump off?
How do you get the hoop? Do you have to go through it or grab it or what?
Yeah, you have to go through it.
Oh, and you can float up?
Scrappy's only got one hoop.
I don't know how to play.
I know.
I didn't know what this was.
Owen's only got one too, so it looks hard. That's why I was saying.
How do I get those other ones? We have to bounce down into them?
I have two. I have
Okay,
two.
now I know how to play. Alright, I got this.
Oh yeah, there you go. Now you're, I think, ahead of Owen. Now you guys both have 3.
I have 5.
So the Scrappy.
No, fuck, I missed that one. I blew that one.
I have 8. What the heck just happened? Did you watch that? Danny?
Qualified yet? No, it's not Scrappy.
Oh shit, I just died.
Did you respawn?
Yeah, you can. Dang, how are you bouncing so high?
If you sit on the thing, it keeps bouncing you.
Oh, higher each time.
I'm at 11. I'm at 11.
3 people qualified already.
No! God. 12 of 15?
I'm at 13.
Oh, you have to go through it that one direction?
No.
No?
Oh no, I see, okay. I didn't think it counted that for you, and I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, I suck right now.
I qualified.
I'm dead. I fucked.
Oh, Scrappy's out.
Oh, Scott.
I dude. Oh my god, I can't believe I for the first 30 seconds I didn't know what I was doing.
Well, yeah, that's why. You probably would have qualified because you're only.
Fuck. Only 3 people got knocked out. I'm one of the 3.
Well, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I just can't. I'm already dreading the map that made me rage quit.
What one
Yeah.
is that?
Is that it, Owen? Is that it?
This one
No,
or
this
the
is it.
spinny
This is
guys
it.
or the block? I hate the ones where the fucking blocks break out. I'm like, god damn it, this again.
Oh, I hate the hexagon one. That hexagon one.
I
Oh
forget
my
exactly
God.
which one it is. It's like right at the
Oh
end.
no,
it
the
looks like you
hexagon
can
one I just
jump
won on. I just learned tonight
I
how
won
to
in
basically
this
win
map.
that.
I won in
I
this
was
map.
4 levels above the last guy who died on the hexagon one tonight. I know how to do that one real good now.
No, this isn't the one. I don't.
I won this map. Daddy, watch me. I won this map.
I don't know. Owen like wins all the time. I don't know. How it's fucking. I think it's so hard.
I've won 3 times in 3 days. Oh, there's nothing there. Jeez, bro. Oh.
Well, like, good shot. Oh, and you remember that one where the star swiped me off right at the end? Oh, and you're out.
No. Ah. Bro, I made it to the final round twice. already in 2 rounds. 2 rounds.
We have to like, you have to like stay in the show, like earn your stuff.
No, you can leave.
Or should we leave? Okay, we can
You
do
can
that.
leave. Like you can just leave in the middle of the round and you still get all your stuff. Scrappy?
He's there. He's probably just mad for a minute.
I'm
That guy does look like an Easter egg motherfucker, but I want. Wait, what's this one? I got a new pattern.
What are you doing? Are we done? Are you out?
Yeah, I died.
Okay, I was trying to make dinner. Cool. Escape, exit.
You can go make.
I
Leave
can't
show.
find my. No.
And then ready up again. You guys can ready up and let me know when we start, and I'll come back.
I just hold on. I accidentally changed my skin, and I don't want.
I like just being the generic because nobody expects anything out of you, and then you surprise them.
Yeah, I like this.
You're like the
No,
kid
I
that.
actually just went out to Google.
Yeah, I actually like just being a generic pink guy too, but. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we fucking go. I can't need that.
Scrappy running around. Scrappy, we're in a game.
He's coming. Well, I'm not. We're not in yet. Still looking for players.
We're about to be. I might be looking at my settings to see if there's like anything. Edit transition.
He's gonna make it. Uh-oh.
What?
Wait, out. 7 seconds.
It's starting in 5 seconds. 2, 1. It's starting, Scrappy. Novelli, it's starting.
Nope.
Hurry up, Novelli.
I'm coming.
Actually, why did it said it was starting?
Not.
but
Oh
it
no,
didn't.
we're still populating, dude. We got time because the whole thing has to start. You just have to do the countdown now. We're good. I'm good.
Oh, okay. It said it had 5 seconds.
It said 5 seconds.
I think for another 10 seconds.
Before it launches into the actual game, then it's gotta go through the load screen and all that bullshit. And then after the load screen, then it's gotta go through the little animations at the beginning. And then do the countdown. So we still got a good 30 seconds here, I bet.
Oh, and this is it, isn't it?
What?
Is this the one you died on where you have to go through the rollies?
Nope, this isn't it.
You haven't qualified on this map. You have.
I lost on this one.
You lost not qualified on this map.
Alright, well,
Punch
I'm
somebody
gonna
in the
grief
face.
you guys when I see you on this thing when we get to the end.
No, bro.
When I see you at the end, I'm grabbing you and throwing you off.
I hope you let go and let the recoil send you off the map.
How do I run faster?
You
Is that
can't.
That's what I
thing?
said too. I was like, what's turbo?
Turbo! Turbo! What is turbo?
He actually did it. No.
What is the turbo controller ever released?
No. I meant like boost. I'm not turbo!
Guess who's
Let's
in
go.
first place?
I shoot both of you. You're both way ahead of me.
No, I keep getting sucked into the hole.
Guess who's in first place?
Nobody cares. No.
I can score right now. I can score or I can grief. I'm griefing. I'm like 20 seconds ahead of everyone. Look at this clown. There's a clown in front of me that I'm fucking with the whole time.
No.
This clown is not scoring. Oh, who's this? Where are you? There's FaZe in Erlanganger.
Get out of here, Novelli. Let go of me. I want to come to Novelli.
Nope, I got this red guy just locked up. He's locked. He is not getting out of this.
I qualified, baby. Let's go!
Greg!
There we go.
I'm pushing him all the way off. No, fuck you. He's not going. You're not getting in. Fuck you guys. I almost took that red guy all the way off the map. He's not happy. He's like, why is this guy doing this to me? I don't even know him.
And we didn't murder Cameron. He's just not here.
I'm
Where
dying.
is he?
have to go get some water after this match.
He's at Katie's.
Can
He's
you
got,
play this on
he's
the
got
Switch or
something.
something?
He's got something. He's going. He's Alright, he's got theater shit tomorrow in the morning that he's going to. Owen,
Yeah.
after this show or whatever, I need you to come out here and turn this fan on.
So
Yeah,
does he
okay,
play
yeah.
Apex Legends on the PS4?
Yeah.
What-
it's on the
I
PS4.
play it on the computer.
What does
not
he
much.
play at Katie's? Does he play there or no?
He doesn't. I mean, they play the Switch, but he does, or his Oculus, but he doesn't play that.
But the Switch doesn't have Apex Legends on it, right?
No, he just doesn't play. Yeah. Well, I don't know. What does he play on the Oculus or what?
He plays his laptop, which runs like no games. It only runs Roblox.
It's a Chromebook, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a laptop.
No, it's not like he has a. Cameron has a MacBook.
Oh, he has a Mac. All right, okay, yeah, but that's one of the things with MacBooks is that they can do certain things, but there's a lot of they're not.
I can't run
Even the new
games.
M fucking one.
You can
chips.
only run Roblox. It's the only game I know you can run.
All right, I'm gonna run up this hill and beat you guys. I forget this one too. Is this the one where the
No.
fucking lava comes and you get like, if it comes
Oh
and
my
hits your
God.
ass, you're fucked.
I think it's just snow. Oof.
God, I'm getting dropped by these balls over and over again. That's what she said.
Funny word. I'm unsure.
I can barely even see myself up there. Oh my
Got just smoked by that hand.
Holy cow, am I getting
Fist
rocked?
of death.
Muhammad Ali out here. Holy moly. I literally just got sent.
Oh my God, I just got the craziest fucking fly I've ever seen in my life.
I'm in third. No!
I'm in second.
Bro, it just launched me all the way back to like 10, bro. The fan, though. See, it launched me back again. I'm actually so lucky. I'm so lucky
Boy.
again.
Greg, where you at? Oh, I'm looking. Look, Greg, do that fist of death.
Yep. Ah, what am I doing?
You're going the
There's no
wrong
going.
way. Or if you jump up and hit that fan right off that cliff and jump and like float, what are you doing? You waiting for it? No. Okay, there you go. A jumping run. Yeah, there you go.
Go, Daddy.
God damn it. Bitches.
It's all about the jumping and then the jumping and the square and are you what controller are you playing on, Greg? Is it PS4?
PS4.
Yeah, hitting the square and like diving every once in a while. And if you hold it down when you dive, like I dove into the fan and flew over that thing that you were fisting on. I flew over the entire thing. I just floated over it. It was like.
No, I love this one, but I also hate it. I can memorize where you're supposed to go, though. One time I walked down the whole thing.
This
like,
is the one that I
10
hate,
times,
dude.
and then
I
stopped.
just let everyone go in front of me, and then I'm like, all right, as long as I get fourth or fifth, I'm fine.
Yeah, this one sucks.
You
too.
gotta
I'm
get
just like,
three
okay, you guys all fall through, and then I'll just catch up at the very end. Eventually, someone pushes you off. But this is just like
This guy,
this is
this
the
guy
stalling
pushed me and
game.
backed off at the very end.
Lock.
And then at the last two blocks, you just got to take a chance, or you just wait for someone else to do it.
I mean, you can try to memorize it, but it's impossible.
At the very beginning, I take my chances.
Push the motherfucker up
Fuck
there.
those guys. I'm going this way.
I don't want to get pushed.
I'm like, if they're going this far ahead, I'm getting up there with them. Oh, there's one up there. Yeah, where we going? Where we going?
Push him.
Is it this way? Is it that way?
I
might be able to make it from there.
Down there, you're gonna get pushed
Yeah,
off.
I got my first.
I might be able to make it from there.
Jump!
No! Did I not? Look at
Oh my god! He was in the air and it stopped him.
Oh my god. They all went. 'Cause I was like, should I make the jump or should I not?
Dude, I made the jump.
I thought that if I
tried.
tried to do the jump, I was going to land short and hit the gap between there. And
Once you went to jump, I thought for sure you had it. I can't believe you were this last one.
Bro, I quote too. I quote.
well, I got
Oh,
my.
I don't think I've seen this one either.
What is this?
Oh yeah, I've seen this one. I've seen this one. I played this one.
I've never played this one.
Maybe not. I'm thinking of something different. I'm thinking the one where you gotta hit all the balls into the website. for the different
Let's
spot.
have him go make his dinner. Oh, what is this? You're playing against
yeah.
one person.
Volleyball.
It's a 1v1.
1v1. Oh, Red Panda Warrior versus Cobra Ethanator.
There's only 2 people left?
No, you're going one. It's 1-on-1.
But isn't there a bunch of people still left in the game?
Yeah.
So this is just like
It's
an
gonna
elimination?
eliminate-
Oh, damn, he
Yeah,
got one.
50% of the people.
You just can't let that ball drop on you. Oh, nice spike. Nice
Oh,
spike. Get it
Spike
deep.
it.
It's coming back. That guy's going to double bounce it, though. He can bounce it. It's not
I
like...
figured out how to play.
It's not actually like volleyball.
Let's go.
You're allowed to bounce it as many times as you want. It's like air balloon ball. You know that? You ever play that? Keep the
Yeah.
air balloon off the ground.
Keep the balloon off the ground. Yeah.
Damn, there
he
you
sucks.
go. He fucked up. Now just bounce that thing off your head and then set yourself up.
Oh, and how did you spike it?
Reality is you're up now. You can just bounce it on your head and you win. If you don't move the ball over to him and don't let it drop,
Whoa, why did you do that?
he hit the wall,
hit up the
the
wall.
edge.
Oh,
Yep. Now get on that bitch because she's gonna bounce off.
it's gonna hit you. It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit.
Nice. Get on it.
No.
Oh, shit.
Didn't make it.
He's coming at you.
Shit,
Look
what's
at
that?
look at him. Look at him.
Yeah.
Scrappy, you gotta turn your camera.
Oh, my camera. I can see. Okay, my bad.
I did that same thing.
I don't know. I was in control of the view. I thought I was looking
You're
for
looking
him.
the wrong way. I was like, holy shit, he's not even looking.
All right. Well, you're up by 1. I think the technique is to get up and then just bounce the ball on your head in your own
That did not
hand.
touch, bro.
Spike that shit. Uh-oh.
No. That's in. Touch the gun. Touch the gun.
It's gonna touch.
He's trying to play it off. He's
no,
playing it
what time
off.
is
He's
it?
trying to play it off. He's coming at you
Oh,
hard.
he's gonna score.
Yep.
What?
He scores, it's over.
I know.
Oh no.
You got it. Now over. Deep.
Nice.
Yep. He might fuck up. He might go off the wall. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Good job. I was like, wait, so it's like a 2v2, and so everyone just plays one person?
It's a 1v1.
They're all like waiting for you at that point? You guys must have been the longest game then.
Probably,
As soon as you ended it, it came right to this thing.
Oh yeah, you're right.
They're all like just sitting there twiddling their thumbs waiting around for you. Like, did we freeze? And then all of a sudden, and all the people leave because they thought the game froze, and you just
I
automatically
made
win.
it to the final. Oh no.
Final round, Owen.
It's the final round. I've been to the final round of every single game I played.
This is the multi swinging thing that you gotta just run back and forth
I
and
know,
dive
I know.
over. You gotta
No,
dive.
and
You
then
really
it's
gotta
gonna be
just
like
worry
ice
about
breathing you.
the low one. You know what I mean? As long as you don't jump, the high one won't hit you. But this has 2 low ones. The low ones go a little faster than the high ones.
Yeah, I know.
You just gotta watch
Because
that.
there's another map like this that's like.
Gotta watch
it's not
that.
the
Yeah,
whole
it's only got the green low one. Yeah, you just gotta watch the rotation and then just stay with it.
Holy
And then the blocks
fuck.
jump. The blocks jump out on this one, whereas the other one, the blocks don't fall out on.
We're gonna go this way.
Try and
The
run
back?
behind it.
The blocks are gonna start falling soon. I
Yeah,
think.
that's the thing. is-
No.
Yeah,
That
there's
yellow
one.
one, when they shake, that means they're gonna fall.
Yep. Ooh, that yellow one's about to fall right now.
Should push that bitch out.
Look over me,
That
bro.
blue one's gonna
Look
fall
over
on
me.
the opposite side of you.
What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow.
Oh, bro. I almost screwed up.
Oh, you get off that one.
Uh-oh.
Let me get close to that other blue one. Push that guy out of it.
Push him.
Hold.
Start
Okay.
griefing. I
Oh,
wouldn't get that
boy.
close. You're gonna get swiped by the lower one.
That blind spot when that big one goes by is really. Oh, you're screwed.
Wow, you made that. Run and jump.
Move,
The
bro.
last one's gonna go out. The last block's gonna go out, so stay in there. Stay in the gap between those two.
Jump. Oh.
Oh no.
Forward to time that.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you're about to get blasted. Damn, someone's dead. Nope, they're still alive. They all made it.
Nice.
Bro, I love how you guys are just coaching me up.
I'm not really coaching here. I'm watching. You say, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
More like cheering for you.
You guys aren't really like, no one's like going after one another griefing yet. You guys are all just trying to do the athletic thing. Try to out-athletic everyone. Uh-oh. 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 6 people still just jumping. Go faster! Spin these
Push
things.
that math guy off.
I just killed that guy.
I think one guy did die now.
Yeah, I killed him.
One guy just died again.
Careful.
I think the third guy got you. You and 3. You and 2. You and 2. You and 2.
Push him. Yeah, push him into the swiper.
I got one. Yeah.
You just won.
Go.
You won.
So I killed 4 guys. I'm not
And
even
a
just
warrior! There's little spikes on his wrists. And sandals? What are you, a weeb?
You got flip-flops and friggin'.
You've been going to Asia recently?
I don't even have shoes on.
I don't either. I got no shoes on my guy, nor do I have shoes on my feet right now.
Yeah, well, neither for me. Dang, Owen, that was sick.
Yep. Hold up.
Hey, Owen, can you come out here and turn this fan on for me real quick?
I'm also gonna refill my water bottle because I drink it when I'm playing.
He had to get hydrated for this, Greg.
I know.
Does he have one of those giant plastic ones that's like more water than you've ever had, but that you shared on your entire team during any athletic event ever?
Pretty much, he's got like a...
All of these kids, I'm like, when did the world become so fucking thirsty? You have jugs on your desks that are bigger than like my entire football team ever had. We had like one Gatorade jug that was half the size of that for everyone.
I mean, like for practices and stuff, yeah, he brings it's a 64-ounce Nike jug. Like a big jug, yeah.
But it's probably not the worst, but like still, especially like in wrestling, you're just like, I don't drink during practice.
Well, in wrestling, they usually bring that, but but they only get one water break, so it's like they barely even drink any of it, and then until they get in the car, and then.
Dude, sometimes when you drink during wrestling, it makes you so sick. Like if you even tried it, you could like maybe wet your tongue, but like you try and drink water, you get sick.
Like, I don't know, when they played football here, it's like, you just had to bring your own water bottle. Like, they didn't have, like, a freaking hose set up to, like, the thing.
Yeah.
You know, like...
Like an old fucking hose that ran out to a PVC pipe thing with little...
Yeah, some hole with it.
I'm like, yeah, that's real sanitary.
But yeah, obviously they don't do that anymore, so the kids all have these big jugs.
Wait, Daddy.
What?
You still haven't followed me.
Still haven't what?
Followed me on Twitch. You said that did it so long ago.
On Twitch? What's your Twitch name?
My Twitch name is Red Panda Warrior 77. Because there was no Red Panda Warrior 7.
Well, whenever I said that, I think I went to get on Twitch and something happened. It probably fucking logged me out or something.
Red Panda Lawyer 77.
Twitch and something happened. It probably fucking logged me out or something.
Red Panda. I got on there. Lawyer 77.
I can hear the thing going off.
Oh, you know why? Oh. Oh, and it's because of that. It's still because of that goddamn video. But I tried to. Oh, you know I had a video that I was recording Owen like in his third place match at the county tournament. And like 30 seconds into it, I ran out of fucking room on my phone, like memory on my phone.
Yep.
And so, but I didn't really realize that that's what happened. So I tried to like do some things with my phone to fix it because it just like went black and I could still hear the sound. And so I thought it was messed up, and so then I ended up like, you know, like erasing all my like, you know, logins and everything. I like had to reset. I tried to reset the phone like a dumbass.
Instead of just trying to just delete the photos and stuff you had stored in.
Instead of just, well, yeah, because I thought I could salvage the video somehow.
Well, here's what else you can do once you get a new computer. You can transfer everything off to like an external hard drive.
Yeah, I mean, that's.
And then every time you come home from a meet,
I
you just transfer everything off, and then.
Yeah. I just,
upload
you know,
it from your computer
I've had so much memory in there, like I never, you know what I mean? Like I've never had to even think about it. And then of course it just happened to come up like right
Yeah.
at the fucking worst time.
Theoretically, though, once you got it on YouTube,
Oh,
you can
ready
use
up.
it as your archive, and then you don't, as long as you know where it's at, YouTube doesn't go down. What?
Oh, there we go. What?
Channel name. Hello, guys.
What? Scrappy's channel name on Twitch is
Scrappy DP. It's the same thing on everything. That's why I didn't go back on Twitch forever.
What is this other one?
Mike Novelli?
Michael Novelli, yeah.
That's the one. That's the one that I stream
That was like when you're watching like wrestling, right?
Yeah, that's like my more like normal ass person stream. This is more like a gaming stream.
I couldn't find it. Hold on.
This is mostly just turned into like gaming stuff. This name. I'm about to set up though in the basement my recording studio, and then get a little karaoke going on down there, and set up a bad karaoke stream. Bad drumming and bad karaoke. Those are gonna be 2 new streams that I'm starting. And I'm gonna just invite some people in every weekend, try to get a new group of people to come in and sing some songs. Maybe get lit. Hang out for a little bit.
Alright, sorry, Owen. I'm following you now.
This is the map you hate. This is the map you hate.
Oh, son of a bitch.
This is not that bad though if you just kind of roll down.
The final jump.
You just gotta go dodge left to right on those little things and time it out to
I
that
was so
platform.
confused why the music was playing because Daddy followed.
I fell off right at the end, like 6 times in a row, and I rage quit.
Why am I not moving? What's happening? Why is my guy doing jumping jacks at the back? What is he doing? Why won't he move?
I think your controller is disconnected.
Oh no!
I have no idea.
I
was
read
just a
up
guess.
with it, right?
Are you in the lobby?
Oh no! Oh, I must not have been clicked on the game. Oh my god! I'm so far behind this.
Oh, what?
There's no chance in hell that
You didn't get a game?
Oh my god! I might catch up to something. I just gotta go through this flawlessly right now.
No way! I didn't make
Don't pick
that
up for
shot.
me, I'm terrible.
God damn it!
This is the one that
Alright,
made me
I lost.
Oh man.
Alright, I fought. I'm 1 follower away from reaching my 10 follower goal.
Ah.
Oh my god! I'm still gonna make it. So I didn't start playing this game.
Jump, Daddy, jump! Jump again! Ah! You made that jump!
You died? You were right there? I just qualified! Oh my god! I wasn't playing. I went through flawlessly except for 1 fall. Oh, look at I see Greg.
Go, Daddy!
Go, yeah, Greg. I was like, why didn't you dive there? Greg,
Yes, you
excited.
fucking man, fuck you! Woo!
That guy's not feeling good.
Not this time! I hate that map!
That is the
God
absolute
damn!
best map.
That is my nemesis.
Yeah, only 30 people fall, bro. Only 32 people fall.
I felt the end like however many times yesterday.
Yeah.
Literally, I almost threw my controller and I totally rage quitted that. I didn't even watch Owen, I turned off the PS4.
And then so I just decided to go.
Alright, this better be a good map though. So I don't have to be too bad.
I overcooked my dinner.
Uh-oh. What'd you make?
Some weird ass chicken and garlic and beans, and then some garlic
like black
breadsticks. Why am I going on my keyboard and mouse pad? So, dude, earlier today I tried to play Valorant. I picked up my controller. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm going to keyboard and mouse and trying to play controller.
All right, here we go.
Alright, okay.
DoorDash. Alright, we just gotta bang through these things, right?
Everybody qualified, correct? Right?
Basically, yeah.
1, 2, yeah, we're all right next to each other.
Alright, well, I'm gonna grief you on the way out.
You're not.
I'm ahead of you, or am I behind you? Yeah, I'm ahead of you.
No, you're not. You're right
I'm ahead of
beside
Greg. I was one person ahead of Greg.
Yep.
Now I'm second. I'm just watching other people go. Oh shit, none of those.
Go, Daddy!
Yeah, I got fucking burned there hard. Now I'm in the back. Nah, I'm in the back. Get me in front of all those bitches.
I chose the right one!
I didn't, but I got there.
I got second.
Got it! Shit! Greg, I see you back there. 708.
God, I'm right there. I was just about to pass.
No. Where'd my water bottle go? Oh, it's to my right. To my left, I mean.
God, I suck now.
Are you still in this camp? I mean, Owen?
Yeah.
You died?
No, he's in. He was the second one across. He's gonna win this thing again.
No, he ain't. Not if I can stop him.
No, on the.
Do they still do the tail pull thing?
Owen's made it to the finals every single game he's played since it became free.
No.
Well, there's probably a lot of new players that don't know how to play
I have
it.
gotten to the final round on every game.
Oh, this thing?
Today?
No, not today. Just right now, when we just got on.
Alright.
I made it to the finals every time.
Alright. That ain't that much. That's still good.
Still better than both of you.
Rear's calling me? I can't answer right now.
It is better than both of us.
I just watched this guy fall off
Don't
the
touch
map.
me, I'm
What are
new
you
at this
supposed to
game.
Wait, what are you supposed to do? Just stay on?
Just just avoid those walls and stay on the platform. The walls start getting real skinny and then they start going like vertical long instead of being long like they are now, they turn the opposite direction. Out of my way. See, now they go this way, then they start going both ways. And then they start like teeing off from one another. Who's the chicken?
I don't know. What was that sound? Forty seconds. 40 seconds.
40 seconds is a long time. People are about to get pushed off. It starts getting crazy. Starts getting crazy. They're like, you have one guy length to go.
Oh, Panda, watch that.
Yeah, this starts getting crazy.
No, this guy ran on me!
Oh my god, Owen, how did you stay alive?
I have no idea.
We all made it?
It like swiped you and then you stayed on.
But what?
Now 2 people fell.
I'm actually so lucky.
7 people
They
fell.
better not do a team game. I hate when they do team
I
stuff.
hate those.
It's like, if you're gonna do it at the very beginning, please, because once I've worked my way through some stuff, I don't want to be on the team anymore.
Neither do I. It literally all depends on your teammates.
That's exactly it. I'll have the time I get
I don't
dumbasses.
know how, but everybody asks for that on this map.
This is like a racing game, I guess, right?
No. You just have to run away from the fan.
Are you sure?
There's a fan that spins, and you have to dodge the obstacles and run. So So you run away from the fan, avoid obstacles, and don't fall off. The fan will fall off. So you basically get to. I'm kind of dead. I'm in the very. No way that.
Oh, I'm on a conveyor belt?
Yeah, it's not. You're on. Panda died, bro. This guy's named Panda just died.
Is it a race?
No.
You have to stay on. I was gonna say, if it's a race, Scrappy's losing.
Well, I made it somehow.
Yeah, it's not a race, it's just like surviving, I guess.
Just, you don't fall off. But you want to go fast because so the fan doesn't get you.
I just wanted to avoid everyone else. I was like, I just need to get some space. Let you guys run ahead of me, and then I can got my little room to be able to see and
Oh,
make my
get a
moves.
headshot map.
What is this? What is this?
They're on top of the rotating ring.
These things fall out that way now?
No, it's the hexagon ring. It's the hexagon map, but it's the ring.
Yes, I mean, they fall out vertically now or some shit?
They just no, there's like layers on it, and
And the
they
last bean on the rotating ring of pies.
But yeah, it rotates, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this is bullshit. I never played this before.
There's blue
Why
layers.
is this dude doing that?
It goes blue, yellow, and then we
I
fall.
died. I already fell.
And a blue, yellow, and then there's like a little orange.
Go, no, run, just run, just run. You could probably just run it, because there's no. Oh, that's
Oh, and you died?
I died. I went the wrong way.
I'm gonna make a
You win
little
this
hole here.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I couldn't. I got caught.
Oh,
That's what happened to me. That's what happened to me. That same thing.
Started
happened to me.
grabbing me. Damn, dude.
that one's hard.
Yeah, because I'm like I can play the ball when they fall out, but doing this while you're running. One guy's on one side and one guy's on the other. Is that what's going on? Yep. So they're just like trying to avoid each other. They're just staying on the slope. Looks like this guy has a better chance because he's still got a bunch of blue. Once you get those red ones, you're fucked. He's about to die. He's
Oh,
gonna
why
run
this
right into
guy
his red
jump?
shit. Yep, he's going up below us.
This red guy,
He's gonna die, yep.
No way.
Oh.
What do we do now?
Go back to lobby.
Go back to lobby. What's the...
Oh, I thought we were just gonna play another one.
Yeah.
Alright, I got like one or two more.
Yeah.
I need to go grab my food while we're doing this though.
Oh, and I'll have to probably go to bed at some point. It's so light, so bright out here, like, because we're Eastern time, you know?
Yep.
That, like, it's hard for me to, like, remember it's bedtime, because it's, like, it's not even dark out at all right now. 9:15. But it's also summer, so it doesn't take me that much. But Owen, you're doing your long fucking bike ride.
What?
So but you're doing that long bike ride with your mom.
Yeah. At 7 mile bike ride there, 7 mile back.
And then the next day,
I might get off after this and go or just get something to eat. Not even.
Yep.
I might not even get off. I just grab something.
Saturday, that wrestling thing's up till 10. Man.
Oh.
That wrestling thing's up till 10 on Saturday. So you can sleep in
Does
the...
nobody know it started? Scrappy,
I'm
it
here.
started.
I'm here.
He knows. He knows, I think. Have I played this one?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, this is one of the old maps. It's one of the OG maps.
It looks pretty hard to me.
I know.
I'm already bad.
That is already bad enough.
Go ahead and hit me from here.
I have played this.
Oh. I'm in like very dead last week. Oh, there's too many people. I can't get up.
Oh, bro. Why am I getting slapped like that? I'm gonna try and go for it even here. Even though I probably shouldn't do this, I'm going for it.
Oh, almost.
Whack like a bitch. I'm filtering that, and I'm just gonna go the easier route. The longer, easier route.
I called.
Damn it!
Bro, let go of me!
Get out of here. About to score.
I'm so tempted to just be like, oh, and start laughing. Jump! Go, Daddy!
Wait, one more and then no. Why? Wait. Wait for it. Wait for it to come around. Jump. No, jump over the log.
You're not gonna fall.
I know. I'm always jumping too early. I always think I don't have another step.
How is 3 people in? It says 42. What is this? What is this?
No, what is this?
Uh,
There's a bunch of frogs on this motherfucker.
I have never played this map, and I have no idea what.
Whoa, what the hell? Those are gonna be all
That's
fast, dude.
Am I supposed to go up? Obviously, it's an obstacle course race, but am I
Whoa.
supposed to go down? Or am I supposed to go up?
It doesn't matter, but I think up is like the better way. Not by foot down.
You're blown up by one of those frogs. Holy
I just got blown up.
Scrappy's all the way back in the circle. Oh, it's drowning.
Am I swimming?
Oh,
Yep.
what? What?
Oh, phone call.
No!
No! I can't move!
Oh my god.
Did you see that, Greg?
After just getting
There's
trounced.
rhinos attacking me
I
though.
freaking held onto the edge.
I mean, this whole map. Oh.
What was that?
Whoa.
No! No!
Why does it need to roll? Look at that.
No!
Damn it. 31 out of 30? How can 31 people qualify?
That's what I'm saying.
Did you qualify one?
No.
No? Nobody did?
Man, we suck.
But I just got 1,000.
But next time I'll be better at that.
Alright, this is my last round, then we're gonna stop.
Alright, exit show.
Our last show.
Should we get something to eat now, Daddy, or later?
Let's wait till we're done. We're almost done. We'll play one more, then we can do that.
Cue cucumber.
Tomato.
What are we saying? Vegetables? Wasn't even
What?
vegetables.
Oh, I was reading this color on the shop and it said tomato. Or not tomato, cucumber.
I'm going to the Dead show with this school on Saturday.
Battery low.
I don't know if she's actually coming, but she's supposed to.
Well, my sister was just telling me that
Charging battery.
she said Gina invited, well, like, you know, invited like some neighborhood families over at 4:30 to come over at 4:30 for her son's birthday party. Then she changed it to 5. Then she changed it to 6:30. And Maggie said now she just changed it to 6:45. Like, well, whatever. I don't know.
She was probably stoned. She was stoned every time she said one of those, I bet.
So, yeah.
Well, where the hell's mine?
Here we go.
I'm in the front.
Some guy's name Osama bin Laden. Right?
How can you see the names?
You mean I don't have to see all these names? How do I take them off?
I don't know. No way this got launched, bro.
Now I'm spending the whole time trying to get these names off. I didn't know I could get these names off. I hate seeing everybody's name.
I got a chance still. I fell real far behind. I'm
You're
gonna go
in
for
front
it
of me,
again.
Gabriel.
I don't care. I fell real far behind according to me. All right, let's try and make the next one. Let's go.
We make this, nobody.
Nope, but I landed on and I can still go. Greg, here's where you gotta be careful. Just be patient. Sometimes you just have to stay in place to lose. I mean, to win.
I took too early.
Like if you can't make this right now, this jump, then you gotta just kind of be patient, stay in place, jump over the log one more time, and then do it. F you, where you
No,
at?
nobody, go back.
I just keep thinking that there's room for me to jump there.
I will hold you here until the last person gets past you. I have got you locked up. There's no arm fight in this. 25. I'm pushing you back.
Oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. So
No, we gotta go, nobody.
I got eliminated! He made it the last person by jumping. I griefed him the whole time.
oh my god.
That's bullshit.
Well, I hate that one too.
Oh, that was hilarious though. Oh my god.
Hilarious for who? I griefed you till the very last person, like I said, and yet you're the one who like rolled over the finish line.
That's funny. I hate this map because it really all depends on how everybody else does it. It's at 90, bro. These ramps are at 90 degrees. I can't get up them. No, bro. Let me go up.
You just gotta wait for them to fall off and then jump over the edge.
I hate this map. I hate this map. I hate this map.
Sometimes you just gotta cut a corner and dive.
This map's the worst map out of all the maps. It definitely is. It all depends on how everybody else plays the game. It depends on what direction, it depends on everything. Alright, I'm gonna qualify. Boom, baby. Let's go. Alright, now where's my water?
Who's this Batman guy that we're watching? Are you watching Batman GRP?
No, I'm on Samaraja.
Oh, I can change it. Yeah, okay. Now I can hear him breathing heavy in there.
So then she's breathing, not even the fan.
The last game.
This one isn't. One more. Ooh.
I'm gonna step on the gas.
Listen to you.
No. Okay, at least I know how to play this map now. Excuse me. Oh, I forgot what my dive button was.
Dang.
What? Why can't I get up that? What? That's so dumb.
You better get some.
Let's go! Last one, call fighter.
And
That was so funny, that first one, though, when...
you better win if I sit here and watch this shit.
Did Novelli get off?
No, I was in
Oh.
my kitchen washing my dishes.
We'll watch you win before we go off.
No!
I'm gonna move to Valorant after this.
I'm gonna get off.
We're gonna take a piss.
I'm gonna go
Greg
to
should
bed
come
after.
play some Valorant.
That I won't be able to do.
I'd be going to
I
bed.
know, I get it, yeah, but I'm just saying, sure.
Yeah. I kind of want. Cameron's that Elden Ring game came for Cameron, but he's not here, so he told me not to play it.
Just log in on your own name.
Well, because he had to get it through GameStop and they only had the fucking disc.
Yeah, but don't you still have to log in?
I know I still could do that, but he wants to see it first.
I don't blame him. Yeah, it says.
It's his money. He bought it himself, so okay, you're out. That level is your nemesis.
This thing's actually so dumb, bro. I hate that map. That's the worst map. Not even the seesaw, that one. That's just because it's the final round. There has been one game where I haven't made it to the final round. I don't care.
You didn't make it?
No. Alright, I'm gonna get off.
Alright,
Man.
I'll talk to you.
If we get out tomorrow or something, I'll let you know.
Alright, sounds good.
All right, man.
Have a good night. Bye. Greer? What's up? Awesome.
Then I might hang out with my ex-roommate for a little bit and maybe come home or maybe just pass out on his couch and go to work tomorrow at 5 a.m.
Alright, be safe.
And then when I get home after work tomorrow, I'll come by and drop it off, and then we'll plan Saturday.
Sounds good. I actually have the day off tomorrow, but I have a feeling I may not have the day off, but I'm supposed to have the day off.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Hit me up. I appreciate it. Be safe. Bye.
Match found.
I am both shield and sword.
Who's this other Phoenix guy? Nah, mate, you're mine.
Enemy A. Someone's A. Planted. Someone's A.
Last player standing. Flawless.
If you are not doing well, keep trying. We must keep up appearances.
Spike down B.
Planted. Barrier created.
Last player standing.
Why are you not even doing?
Sure. Dude, who the fuck are you yelling at?
I don't know. Figure it out. What do you think I'm yelling at? Douche canoe?
Buy stuff, ka-ching, little skrrr, then we're done. Yeah?
Yeah, it goes. Maybe these fucking douchebags should actually play.
For you, hermanita.
Enemy defender spawn.
Healing you. Reloading. No charges left.
Here.
Got the door.
Flank.
Far side too.
Someone's B.
Coming far side.
Imposter kill.
Last player standing.
Don't peek until they hit the spike. Okay, you can get spike.
I think
Oh
I
my
heard-
god. You guys don't need to hold fucking garage. If we plant, get on site. You don't need a whole garage.
Those fools just wasted their advantage.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Spike down.
Enemy A.
I'm enjoying this.
Careful now.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
A shot.
Where's that smile, Phoenix?
A little bit.
After you, then.
The hunt begins.
Spike is down.
Spike down B.
You're fucked from flank.
Last player standing.
Bro, what?
Mm-hmm.
I'll outshine all their radius.
War will rip your heart out. Still in sight.
Your duty is not over.
That was unpleasant.
Bro,
Really
oh my
good.
God.
Really fucking good.
You, bro, what?
You're mad that you got rezzed?
You res me into their fire.
No,
They
you just
peeked and
didn't
told me-
move.
They literally peeked and
I
told me
rezzed you
to-
where you
Shut
died.
up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Last player standing.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing back there?
You guys didn't tell me they were on
This place
site
is
or
nice,
that they were
but not nice
defusing.
enough to
Dude,
die
it doesn't matter if
Let's
we
win and get out of
planted.
here.
You need to fucking rotate.
What do you mean rotate?
You need to get on the bomb, dude. Like if
You want me to go from site
site
fucking A to site B? Is that what you're saying? You want me to rotate from site A to site B when I'm sitting here?
No, I want you to
waiting
get
for
on
them to
bomb, bro.
flank?
You're back here doing fuck all.
I just rezzed our fucking dude that was sitting on catwalk. What are you talking about?
You want a trophy for that? You want fucking
And then
trophy
I
for that?
expected their dude to come around behind, and nobody communicated to me that they were on
Dude, I
site.
don't
Shut
give
your
a
ass
about
up. You clearly
Need to
care a
get
lot.
the
You
fuck
clearly
off.
care.
It's over. You're dead.
Enemy A. Enemy spotted A.
Our spike is down.
Spike down A.
Just healed himself.
Come on, let's go.
30 seconds left. Last player standing.
Blocking sight.
19 bullets.
I'm amped. Let's go. I got things to do.
I need a drop. Focus now. Eyes off me.
Spike down B.
Enemy defender spotted.
You are powerless.
Spike down B. Last player standing.
Wall raised. My ult.
Yeah, I know. There's nothing I can do. I gotta at least wait till I can heal. It's over.
30 seconds left.
These new friends of ours are not too friendly.
You can just wait here until the KO throws his thing.
We win, we survive. Here. Enemy defender spot. Enemy mid.
Joke's over! You're dead!
I'll try and plant jet.
Good attempt. Wall raised.
Spike planted.
Yo, they're coming through mid.
Last player standing.
Not sure.
Battery low. Charging battery.
Deep breaths, everyone. Your hearts are pounding.
I'm so mad. Rawr. I'm upset. That's why I'm typing like a madman.
It could be. The hunt begins. Okay, or not. Yeah, I think it could be.
For you.
Dude, we need an FF, okay? We're not winning it.
I did FF, but
We're not FF.
Dude, why not?
130 on
Spike
goal.
down mid. Last player standing.
Why not FF?
Ace.
I mean, I don't know who declined it, the FF.
Look, don't start resting. Still work to do.
Keep up.
Dude, there's 3 men.
Watch this. Here.
One dead.
Someone's A.
Barrier created. Fire in the hole!
They don't know you're there. Safe.
Last player standing. 30 seconds left. Spike down A. One enemy remaining. 10 seconds left. Last round in the half.
Either spend all your money or give it to me. Good cause either way.
Why are you trying to tell me there's other sites? I haven't taken the spike yet, you dumbass.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up. Go
You
below
shut
me.
up.
Go below
You
me.
Shut up, dude. You're doing.
You're
fuck
on your
all. You're
knees
doing
under
fuck
there,
all.
buddy.
Remember when you
Goodbye.
said this game is for kids?
What?
You will not kill my allies.
I just killed that Phoenix twice. It's kind of funny.
Peek back and I can heal you.
Okay.
Healing you.
Thank you. Okay.
One coming mid.
He whipped every shot. Let's go.
I'm getting you back up, bro.
Thank you.
Your duty is not
I'm
over.
gonna take his vandal.
That was unpleasant.
No
Yeah.
charges left.
Oh, can I read that? Let's see.
No charges
There's
left.
Should I plant?
Spike down mid.
I get the spike.
'Watch your back, Jet.
30 seconds left.
Oh, wait.
Last player
Dude,
standing.
what?
Spike
You
down
walking
mid.
headshot me.
One enemy remaining.
I have the spike.
10 seconds left.
Nice try.
Switching
What will it be
sides.
this time? Have any patterns emerged yet?
Bro.
I mean, dude, if we do 1 and 13, we're gonna
Wonderful.
lose the same amount.
We can push them back.
Why are we 5 second? Oh, there. How are you not dead, Rena?
For you.
Spike down A. Last player standing.
No charges left.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
I help. Nice try.
Match point.
Once more into battle. I'm not tired. Are you?
Why are we not surrounding here? Yeah.
on. No, you didn't, dude. What? Okay, dude, I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, B.
Odin. They're running Odin.
No charges left. Barrier created.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Oh my god, dude.
Flawless.
What the?
Attackers win.
Crossover pass! Here we go with the crossover pass! Tacti Bear! What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Double H in title. What's in the store? What does it do?
Match found.
For us or them? Me? Nah.
Okay, enough of 1G. Remove. Move. Let's go back up here. Watch this one, then we'll watch the two longboard ape ones. Then we'll watch the two longboard ape ones.
About a month ago, pictures leaked of what was allegedly an RTX 4090 Ti cooler. And if we go back and look at those pictures, yeah, they're very convincing. This is definitely some physical setup of metal that someone took a picture of, and on the silver bit, it says 4090 Ti. So, yeah, back then, a month ago, a lot of people pointed to this cooler leak as evidence of two things. First of all, look how chunky that boy is. It's more evidence that Lovelace consumes more energy than Ampere, as many people, including me, have been leaking for a while now. Number two, well, this Lovelace cooler is leaking earlier in the year than Ampere's did, right? Ampere's cooler leaked about a few months before it came out, so doesn't this mean that Lovelace has to be coming out in July instead of August or September? Well, let's take a step back.
Why is there a pedophile in my game?
It says I can't be here.
You're gonna go back to hitting on little boys again, or what's going on here?
Here to win.
Put your
Sorry.
makeup on.
Here to win, Suster. I'm gonna make bronze. Make my dad happy. They walled it.
Our spike carriers
Oh,
down.
no, bro.
Spike down B.
Nice, 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 nice.
90 Sage.
I have the spike.
She's on their wall.
I got one on side A. I'm gonna go kill him.
Dut. Or north.
Careful now. Our spike carriers down. Going up.
Spike down B. Last player standing.
Scouts down.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
I hit her for 90, but I think she healed.
You think? I gotta move. I gotta move. Do I go for the plant? Do I go for the kill?
10 seconds left.
Got spike.
Or both.
It's fine.
Sorry.
The MVP is mine. Let's do this.
Why are you saying that?
Yeah, that's probably weird.
You have the spike.
Shadows traveling.
Gotcha.
Bryn is in the back.
Oh, back.
Sage is on B. Alright, I'm going A site.
Going up.
One enemy remaining.
He's on the wrong site.
Here.
You guys got this.
Let them rot.
He had a share.
Okay. We back in it now.
We're back in it now.
I'm a peek mid.
Like, what happened? Oh, YouTube is restarting. It's updating itself. Congratulations, Mr. YouTube. Moving along in the upgrade process. Let's go back to you. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Library subscriptions. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
On the right.
Today in the news, new specs
Neon was
arrived
back
on
on
the RTX
B-site.
4000 series, and we discuss why it changes so much. Also, AMD finally opens up FSR 2. What's up, guys? I'm Snows, and this is your Bootsy.
Here.
One enemy remaining.
But first, today's sponsor, Morning Brew. In the mornings, you aimlessly go through your social media to try and find something interesting, but end up with mostly dry and sometimes boring articles.
play,
Well,
boys.
in the last couple of weeks, I started using Morning Brew. Nope, it's not a copy. It's a free daily newsletter I get 4 in an hour, maybe in 2 weeks. So help me out here and go subscribe to Morning Brew. So a couple of videos ago, I did the rundown of the rumored specs of the next generation of NVIDIA cards. I literally waited a couple of weeks before covering that topic because, well, these kinds of things change a lot. The reason why, though, is pretty simple. Nothing is really set in stone right now when it comes to these chips. I remember reading an Igor's Lab article detailing an approximation of a GPU's production timeline. According to him, we know the architecture. We might have an idea of the max CUDA core count for each chips from whispers in the industry, but nothing is set in stone for the RTX 4000 series. During the first quarter of this year, we would have been in the electrical and thermal design phase for RTX 4000.
Jets mid. Jets mid.
90 Ti got announced. And that one was
So is Sage mid. You got 2 mid.
Planet. Next generation's power consumption. Then, once again, according to Igor,
Shut that door.
things would start to accelerate. Manufacturing would have the field of materials. Right now would be where the EVT happens.
One enemy remaining.
Testing, and early next month would be the design validation test. Keep in mind that while some chips might be in manufacturers' hands right now, NVIDIA's hold on them is pretty tight, and no leaks are tolerated. Anyways, right now, engineering samples are getting shipped out to AIVs, and design validation testing is going to happen in early to mid-July. So as we get closer to next month and during the next month, we'll see those leaks get more and more robust. In fact, they changed again about a day ago. Just to highlight the changes, the RTX 4090 is currently testing at 16,384 CUDA cores with 24 gigabytes of GDDR6X at 21 gigabits per second and with a TDP of 450 watts. So about the same as the last leak. The RTX 4080, though, was tweaked a little to 10,240 CUDA cores. Cobite, the leaker, is unsure of the rest, but the specs proposed are 16 gigabytes of memory and a TDP of 420 watts. And lastly, there will be the RTX 4070. It would sport 7,168 CUDA cores. It would also have 10 gigabytes of GDDR6, so 2 gigabytes less than the previous leaks. And all of that at a TDP of 300 watts. That 4070 spec is kind of interesting. I mean, a lot of people, me included, were clowning on the 3070 and 3080 for having less than 12 gigabytes of memory. And at the time, we were kind of right. Some games wouldn't even run at their highest settings because of VRAM allocation. Nowadays, though, things changed. Not only do we have technologies like FSR2, RSR, NIS, DLSS2, and others that exist that reduce the VRAM load at higher resolutions, but you also have technologies like direct storage API and resizable bar support that can help. Not only that, but the next generation of GPUs from AMD and NVIDIA are set to include some sort of very large
Wow,
cache,
he
which
shoots
really
like a
increases
god.
the effective
He was on
bandwidth
site probably
of
by
the
bomb
GPU.
or in the.
NVIDIA have a huge amount of
Dude, what the fuck was that?
96 megabytes for the highest end GPUs. The amount will be reduced as you go down the stack. Just keep in mind that every single RTX 4000 GPU will have way more cache than even an RTX 3090 Ti.
No, he just napped on my head.
Have essentially 60
Yeah,
times
same.
more
And he was
cache.
like from a
And on
distance
the
from
AMD
me too. It was
side,
kind of
they
sus.
apparently are looking at 6 memory complex dies on the highest end with 64 megabytes of L3 cache on each chiplet. That's 384 megabytes of Infinity cache, or 3 times as much as the 6900 XT. So yeah, will the 10 gigabytes of VRAM on a high-end card even be a problem again? I personally don't think so. Oh, and going back to the specs, these GPUs really just got spread out compared to the RTX 3000 series. Remember the CUDA core difference between a 3080 and a 3090? I think it was about 20%, or literally 2.5 times the price. Well, now, with these rumored specs, it's a whole 60% increase from the 4080 to the 4090. So maybe that will justify the price difference once we
Can you
hear
guys
about
push
the
in
actual
with me
prices.
if you guys
Oh,
want to
and as a
actually do
little
it?
kicker, Go7Kitty said that we should not expect lower MSRPs, and I mean, it's obvious,
Spike
but
down,
still, let's take note of it. So, what do you guys think about all this? Are all the technologies that I mentioned enough to counteract a lower VRAM side, or are you the kind of person who has to play at native resolutions? Let me know down below. Anyways, guys, that is pretty much it for today's catch up. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Drop a like if you liked it in the comments. If you want to talk about today's stories, hopefully you're not blending into the background too much. Have yourselves a great day. You can click right here to see the latest video, right here to subscribe to the channel. Say talk to my dudes, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay here.
30 seconds left. Last player standing.
Objectively, 71 on that
by
brim.
all measures of fighting, I should be able to physically kill Sykkuno in a ring. Speaking freely, he cannot fight. He has never worked out. I am strong. Having said that, I don't think I can fight. I don't think I can.
One enemy remaining.
Just hear me out. You know how Sykkuno does this thing where I'll play a game with him and all of a sudden, even though he's never played that game before, he'll show up and be better than me at that game? He would do the same thing with
Miyoche
boxing. Like, I
Ace.
would be like, hey, Sykkuno, want a box? And he'd be like, oh, yeah, sure. That sounds, I mean, it's kind of crazy. It sounds pretty fun, though. And then we'd box, and then he'd show up, maybe, like, prepared 2 days in advance, and all of a sudden, he's like, fucking ripped. And he's like, oh, hey, Ludwig, I just did a bit of practice before the fight. I thought it'd be more fun. Did you practice? And I'd be like, and he's like, do you want me to hold back, Ludwig? I don't want to hurt. And then he'd fucking rock my shit. Because he'd be secretly shredded the entire time wearing XL shirts on stream to hide it.
For help.
But I do fear it.
Jets coming mid.
50-50,
I missed him. Brim's heaven.
Alright, next.
Okay.
It was like pretty fun for like a high school relationship, like 2 years, and then I started playing because I was watching anime. I was like, one of those
Last player standing.
Oh, this is
Oh, the off-brand
Save,
site.
save.
And my connection got so bad that the entire game was basically like,
y'all better keep up.
Wait, that usually happens for guys to girls. I've never heard of like a guy being upset that their girlfriend is playing too much League of Legends. That's actually nuts. You're like the first case of that. What the fuck?
It's unethical. The practice sucks. Like jokes that are so fucked up to people who don't even understand them, and like, and basically making fun of people to their face, right?
Just wait, just wait.
Oh, frick.
What's Josh? Dirk in here. Today's video is brought to you by Lexar SSDs and memory kits. If you're looking to upgrade your gaming PC, Lexar NM620 NVMe SSD into your motherboard's M.2 2280 slot. The 2 terabyte capacities are available, and the PCIe Gen 3x4 interface allows for up to 3,300 megabytes per second reads, 3,000 megabytes per second writes. Or try a Lexar Hades RGB DDR4 memory kit, available in 3,200 or 3,600 speed with XMP 2.0 support, vibrant RGB lighting, and a smooth and stylish design. Controllable by most motherboard RGB software too. For more on Lexar Hades memory or the NM620 SSD, click the sponsor link in the video description.
Well, here it is, you guys. I'm introducing you to my new office. And this is my second time in here. First time was to take a tour. But I now have the keys because today is my move-in day. So let me give you guys a quick tour of it with nothing here. This used to be a law office, so this was a reception area, and they had a little window right there. So this, for me, is going to be storage space, and I'm going to install some racks right there. Coming through from there, we have, I guess this is where the receptionist would have been before, and I think this is going to be like the Joe workstation, or probably like a workstation in general that we'll set up here so that Joe can edit. It might be multi-use, multi-purpose, but probably do a sit-stand desk over there. Back over on this side, I just have sort of an empty space, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that. I could make it a secondary shooting area. I'm thinking maybe I'll get some 3D printers or something like that. This could be a testing area. Really not sure, but nice to have open space to work with. And then here is the main office, which is a pretty long room. Goes all the way down to that end. We've got a little over 800 square feet total in this office, so this, I think, is going to be the main shooting area. And then out through the blinds, I actually have a pretty nice view looking out over, I guess, towards the Inland Empire or something, although it's a little bit hazy today. So I have a lot of work and a lot of setup to do in here, and I think one of the first things is going to be, you might notice I've got this sort of light, I don't know, salmonish color wallpaper going on in here. And this was what was already here. I actually moved into this office as is because we did a 1-year lease. They said they wanted a longer lease than that if they were going to renovate the space.
It's over with mid.
I think I can do some basic stuff here and work with it in its current condition. You know, it's got carpets, it's got walls, so those are the basic things you need. So as I kind of already
Brim's coming around.
last Q&A video, a big reason why I decided to move into an office is to have a dedicated space where I can go to get work done, and also to not have to deal with the heat that can build up in my garage, especially in the height of summer, to not have to deal with as many of the noise issues that can occur from time to time, whether it's the gardeners coming to work on our neighbors' yards, or we have some train tracks that are pretty close to our house that can often cause noise as well. So when I first started looking, I found this location, and it's very, very close to my house, and that was a big priority for me because I haven't had a commute for quite a few years now, and I don't want to commute, and I also want to be able to quickly bounce back and forth if I left something at home, or if I left something here at the office. I need to be able to get there and back to get what I need so I can keep getting work done. Of course, I have a ton of work to do on this space, so that's going to be what this video is about a little bit, is giving you guys a quick introduction, and then my first steps to get this in a little bit more of a filming tech videos ready sort of situation. So that's going to involve a little bit of paint, at least on this back wall here for the main shooting area. Then I need to get some desks set up, I need to get some storage space set up, and I need to start transferring stuff from my house, my garage, over here. But now that I have the keys, then I can move in, I can actually start to work
Sage is
on
coming
that.
mid, and Neon
Some
is...
time has gone by, and weekends has gone past.
Hit Brim at the backside.
Both Kohl's and Costco, and now we're actually starting to move some stuff in. And Joe's here to help out. Hi Joe, thank you for being here. And we also have like some racks, storage racks. So we got stuff to do today. But first, let's go buy paint. We have the lovely wall of colors here, and probably gonna go with 5-gallon buckets. It sounds like we're likely gonna need to do 2 coats, but
could
we're choosing gray.
Guys.
Color gray. We have online, which seems appropriate for
I'm
trash.
I got banned for 7 days, so
Which one of these is just 5% gray? That's my question. That's all I want, 5%. After much deliberation, and it has nothing to do with the name.
How long until your next ban?
No, this seems about right. Compared to the walls.
What'd you get banned for?
Sure, we're making a very scientific decision here. Obviously, we've done a lot of group testing and stuff.
My Wi-Fi didn't work.
Alright, let's get the paint go.
Are you playing on Wi-Fi?
Oh yeah, that should be good. Okay.
Why do all the kids play on Wi-Fi? I don't understand it.
Perfect. Right here.
Who knows, you know?
Oh,
Connect the goddamn
I had the
Ethernet
spike?
cable.
I apologize.
What do you think? Good amount of space. Nice salmon finish on the walls.
Jump Sage. Get that bad boy to A.
One enemy remaining.
We have a few wall hook things that we need to pull out and maybe clean over some stuff. Now, if you're realizing these
Let him
two
get that
lights
ace.
here,
2 aces in a row.
they're not connected
or
to
in
a
a
switch
game.
as far as I can
Heck
tell.
yeah.
They're functional, but they just unscrewed the bulbs in order to turn them off. But I feel like I could get maybe some LED Wi-Fi bulbs to put up there that I can control, like with the Elgato or something like that. That'd be cool.
I'll let you ace, but I'm gonna
We
do
now
some
have our
added
big
damage
old
if
big
he's
bucket
chasing.
carried up through the office. This is going to be storage racks over here. I left those down in the car because my hand cart unfortunately had a flat tire this morning, and we're waiting on a different one to use. But just sort of dropped the first load of stuff in from the car, some folding tables and chairs, just so we got some stuff to use for the time being. We're getting the paint stuff ready to go.
It wasn't
so
me.
We can start painting over here. People in the video, the tech news I did last weekend, were mentioning the spot on the carpet right here, and you're right. This carpet's not in the greatest shape, but honestly, we're not going to be pointing the camera at it very much. There's a possibility that in the future I might get a rug or two in here just to kind of tie the room together, but as you can see, this office was used for probably quite a few years prior to us moving in. But part of the deal to get the somewhat short one-year lease on the place was that we agreed to do any sort of aesthetic upgrades to it ourselves. So that's why we're starting off with the painting today. Joe has already started work.
Frick.
Making a little bit of a mess here.
She's on her wall.
It's okay. It's part of the painting experience. Joe also graciously offered to get started on the painting. He's going to start cutting in the edges here while I go and pick us up some food, which seems like a reasonable trade-off to me. This is Joe's idea. Well, no, I just didn't want to take advantage of your generosity, of course. But,
Neon mid. On your back, Sage.
So, of course,
Neon.
Paul decided to leave me alone to do all the
Coming
work.
up the stairs
right?
to your left, Neon.
That's how it goes. I actually used to work in construction, and like a painting was one of the things I used to do, right? So basically, all I'm doing is like I'm going around the edges, basically with the brush. I just go in the corner
Neon.
and like add some paint. Also, you know, paint around like the Paul is out there.
Vibrant reads and breathe and a smooth and stack.
Guys, I'm introducing you to my new office, and this is my second time in here. First time was to take a tour.
What the fuck?
So nothing to beat for there. 3D printers along the blinds. I think one of the here. I can do some basic video, but my garage, especially in that they're pretty close to. I had a commute for quite a few years now, able to get there and back, and then here for the main shoot keys that I can move it in Costco. And now we're actually starting to move some stuff in. And Joe's here to help out. Hi, Joe. Thank you for being here. And we also have like some racks.
I just popped 3 of them.
We got
2 of them.
stuff to do today. But first,
But I'm very hurt.
we have the lovely wall of colors here, and probably gonna go with the 5-gallon bucket because it sounds like we're likely gonna need to do.
They're still there. Jet's there. I got one more. Let me get this.
Color gray.
Who did that?
Online, which seems
I'll pay
appropriate
for you.
for what we're doing since we're uploading YouTube videos.
Oh, no.
Which one of these is just 5% gray? That's my question. That's all I want. 5%.
Bait him.
After much deliberation, and it has nothing to do with the name, we're going with lazy gray. Yeah, that seems better.
Oh, what? What? Where's my? Did someone get a kill in there?
Sure.
Yeah,
I got no kill because I
What?
suck.
It was Omen. He
Group
stole
testing
2
and stuff.
aces.
Sorry.
Alright, let's get the paint going.
What is wrong with you?
Oh yeah, that should be good.
You dang snake.
Alright, so filthy. Perfect. You're here. Goes.
I'm not even good. You gotta give them to me when I get them.
Carry in a big old box of stuff. What do you think? Good amount of space. Nice salmon finish on the walls. Rich color on the wall. We have a few
I'm gonna eat my
walls.
nade through their watches.
Pull out maybe some stuff. And I was realizing we have 2 lights here. They're not connected to a switch as far as I can tell. They're functional, but they just unscrewed the bulbs in order to turn them off. But I feel like I could get maybe some LED Wi-Fi bulbs
I think it rotates.
to put up there
Someone
that
rotate.
control field gun or something like that.
Oh, Brim's there.
Predators!
Player
He's
standing.
gonna be
Oh,
storage
God,
racks over
why?
here. I left those down in the car because my hand cart unfortunately had a flat tire this morning, and we're waiting on a different one to use.
Not
But
our
just
best.
sort of brought the first load of stuff in from the car.
We
Some
got
folding
excited.
tables and chairs, just so we got some stuff to use for the time being.
Spike
We're getting the
planted.
paint stuff ready to go so that we can start painting over here. People in the video, the tech news I did last weekend, in the future might get a rug or two in here. Just part of the deal to get the starting off with the painting today. Joe also graciously offered to get started on the painting. He's going to start cutting in the edges here while I go and pick us up some food, which seems like a reasonable trade-off to me. This was Joe's idea. Well, no, I
Don't start resting.
didn't want to take advantage of your generosity at first, but
Hey, how about we just take corners?
back.
They're not gonna peek. They're not gonna check corners because this is iron.
So of course, Paul decided to leave me alone to do all the work, right? So that's how it goes. I actually used to work in construction, and like a painting was one of the things I used to do, right? So basically, all I'm doing is like I'm going around the edges. Basically, with the brush, I just go in the corners and like add some paint. Also, like, you know, paint around like the outlets and on the baseboard area. That way, when we do like the use the roll, it's a lot easier because we already got like the edges there, right? So the walls we can do like with the rolls can be a lot quicker and easier. So that's basically all I'm doing. While Paul is out there, I don't know, playing video games or something. Nah, I'm kidding. He's getting me lunch. The reason why I stay behind is because I used to do this before, so I'm familiar with what to do. So, yeah, gotta give Paul a hard time because it's funny.
Spike down, B.
Things and build and working and see how far he's gotten. Wow.
Only kills I can get is with big
in.
boom booms. Oh shit.
Why are you fucking purpling me? What's wrong with this Omen? Do you have something against me, sir?
You want me serious?
It's nice if we had a port stop for this thing. Purple. Maybe we can upgrade tomorrow.
Everything went purple. He fucking throws the flash at me.
No bad, no bad.
Got some waterfall right there at the edge.
How many of my bads do you get in a game?
Too bad.
You gotta get somebody's consent before you put your purple over them.
Yeah. Found out the zigzag, but yeah. Make sure you guys leave a comment if I was doing anything wrong. Like long comments.
I wasted my util. What else is new?
We'll be back in like 4 hours to see how he does in this one ball.
Ooh, that was mid.
Careful now. Going up. Come on, let's go. No, you don't.
Flanking.
Gun here.
Where did the spike go?
Here.
Silver was where I marked.
Spike planted.
Reloading.
Last player standing.
Frick. Why was he there? Why was he there?
No carpet protection, so you gotta be very careful. Alright, so there's how the paint was before. Here's the new paint. A little bit
Why
different.
was she there?
It has definitely a blue,
Playing like rats.
blue going on. It's almost even a light
Also good
blue,
try.
gray, but it's lazy gray, so that's pretty good. Joe has been working really, really hard. I appreciate it. I've been working hard too, and we have got one coat on this main office, and it's looking pretty good. We are going to do a little bit more touch-ups. I don't think we need a full second coat because the paint's pretty good quality and it's covering pretty well. We're gonna do one more round of touch-ups here, and that's gonna be all for today. And then we're gonna come back tomorrow to do that room in there. We're not gonna do the entrance area though, 'cause that's just mainly gonna be storage. So that gets to stay with the salmon colored. What is the style of paint on there, Joe?
What I say?
Venetian.
Bomber, dude.
So it's like a Venetian garbage wall.
Alright.
It looks horrible and we hate it. But,
Alright.
and then of course there's the yellow wall. We're gonna paint over that one. Second coat on. Makes a huge difference.
They're definitely A.
Silver lit 22.
And we begin day 2. Alright, here's our work for day 1. Got this room complete. Happy with that. It just dried overnight and none of the paint caught on fire or anything like that. So, today we have this room to do in here.
Hold it hard. Don't let him
wall,
push through that
which is
door.
yellow.
Keep shooting.
And then of course the rest of the wall over here and over here. I also have just signed up for some internet. They're gonna come on Friday to install it, so hopefully they can get that done early enough in the day I can still record tech news from here in the office. That's sort of my stretch goal for the week. I hope I can do it. Unfortunately, there's no fiber in this building, which kind of sucks, because I could have gotten 300 bulk billions for $50. Instead, I get 600 down and 35 up for 110 perspective, which is better than 45 down and 2 up, which is the bonded DSL connection that Frontier was offering since they didn't have fiber. At least we have enough that we could like live stream here.
That was solid.
600 down. That's not horrible. This is my spur of the moment buy from Costco. Cyber power, surge protection.
3 people go A. They're
Plug
gonna
lots
go
of
A
things in
again.
here. This has useful stuff like USB A and C connectors and little lights that tell you if it's actually.
I'll tell you when I
protected
die
from-
at A, then you'll know that it is.
Let's just not peek.
Just one for now.
If we don't peek, they won't know where we are. Smart. Play smarter, not harder. Don't peek. Don't you do it.
Much time yet again. Well, we have to document that I'm feeding Joe.
Brim's there.
We did the manual labor. Today we got sandwiches though instead of chicken sandwiches. Just enjoying a nice view.
Going up.
Someone
Here.
rotate. Just stay there, Sage.
You will not kill
Maybe
my
special
ally.
technique.
He's fall sleeping on the job.
Mid.
Working. Very hard. Hardest part of it.
1 person stay A.
Yo, A.
They hard rotated. Neon lit 104.
Last player standing. Spike down B. 30 seconds left. Spike planted.
Look at this, look at this. We're so close. Down to the last corner. Technically, we have maybe second coat to do in some spots, but this paint's been doing a great job. There's certainly some places where stuff underneath might start to show through a little bit, but once it dries and once it sets, like over here, like look how uniform this looks. This is pretty much single coat over here, and this was over the hideous red and putty and whatever stuff that was there before, so that's cool. So
Finally, my needle go boom, boom, and they'll die.
Good job, Joe. Thanks for doing most of the work. Last bit of hideous yellow.
There you go. The last bit.
Yay! It's gray. It's all gray now. Everywhere's gray. It's all gray. It's not gray in there. Don't. Never mind that.
Somebody's
it's all
outside
gray.
me.
It's so much better. Matches.
They're coming, Sage.
Happy. That wraps up our work for day 2. As you can see, we have done all the painting pretty much that we planned on doing. And Joe and I just keep saying, like, we really like this color. It's like gray, mostly gray. It's got a blue undertone for sure, but that helps cool things off in here, which is okay because the warmth coming from the windows, since they do have a little bit of a tint, I think it helps kind of balance that out. So here is like, you know, the desk in the office for now. There's my shoes. We still have some finishing things to do, like I'm going to get new wall plates for some of these, or I might just paint over some of the others. We need to get some trim up at the bottom and some places where it was missing. And in here, that last coat is just finished. It's still drying a bit over here, and then Joe has gone around and used a bit of caulk to finish off some of those little dents and things in the walls where stuff was hanging up before. And then a few places we left the hardware there. It's probably going to hang something like anyway. 8,352 pictures on the GoPro today for our time-lapse. And we're actually also getting towards the end of this video. I don't even know what the final thing is going to be because I don't know how tomorrow is going to go. I have tomorrow, Wednesday, to do some more work here maybe get those racks set up out in the storage area. And like I said, my stretch goal is to get my shooting area set up over there and maybe shoot Tech News on Friday. I hope I can do that. But that's all for the painting crew. Thank you very much again, Joe, for all of your help with this. He said it reminded him of his favorite job that he used to do back when he used to paint all the time. Alright, let's see what happens tomorrow. What's gonna happen tomorrow? I don't know. And with the help of my handy new hand cart, I actually finally moved these shelves in from my truck. But I'll be putting those together later. Pretty determined that whatever I get done today will be the end of this video, for better or for worse. But first, I'm going to take a look at our handiwork, and oh my gosh, all the places where Cockmaster Joe finished off are looking just great. He is obviously legendary. His cock skill. And Joe's cock skills are obviously
chill with that running out
the
there
reason
stuff.
that I hired him. It's his delicate touch. It takes a delicate touch with the cock, and we all know that, of course. I brought a bag full of tools today. I need to do some cleanup. I left some of these drop cloths out to dry so that they can be folded up and wouldn't have wet paint on them. My goal for now is to use my crappy tape measure here, I need a new one, to take some measurements for Joe's desk over here. I should just get general measurements for this area, but then this area over here, because I gotta figure out if the desktop that I'm looking at will fit. And then I'm thinking a rug would probably be nice just to cover this spot, because everyone seems very, very curious about like what caused that spot.
They might be.
You may never know. There was a law office here before, so obviously they're into really shitty stuff. But I'm just gonna quickly grab these measurements and then it's off to IKEA and then probably Home Depot. Alright, I made it to IKEA. I had to come to the one in Costa Mesa because they don't have the tabletop I want at my local one, so about a 30-mile drive to get down here. Anyway, get back. Alright, so IKEA defeated
on site.
This is all I got. This one piece, my one tabletop. I was looking for Joe's as well, and they didn't have the size I wanted, and that threw me off. And then
Don't get the kill while he's planning.
I couldn't decide on one. I want to get this in there and see what it looks like, and then I'll get a better idea of what I can do for a rug. First, it's just like perfectly too wide to fit between my wheels.
Shoot the box bag.
Too long.
Shoot the wall.
Close my tailgate. Alright, so I made my way to Home Depot. Already went in, thankfully, and I got only what I needed. And if you're wondering where my tabletop went, it's because I already stopped by and dropped it off at the office because I realized
that hitbox can extend to any part.
The back of my truck with it in there. I didn't really want to stop at Home Depot and go shopping around. But honestly, today is feeling very, very inefficient because I've spent many, many hours traveling, I feel like, already, and picking up things, and all I've gotten is that one desktop. And these things right here, the wall-based sports, these are the self-stick vinyl ones, but at least I can finish that off. I'm now going to go home to pick up a few things that have been delivered there, and then hopefully have a couple hours to spend in the office putting things together. Okay, I'm back. Today went by so fast, and I did so much driving, and getting this whole big tabletop thing up here with that dolly was not very fun. Unfortunately, I didn't get video of it. My hands are occupied. I do have. So I got this, which arrived, and I've got these that I picked up. I feel like these really help me feel like the wall stuff is finished off, everything except the wall plates, of course. And then this is something that will help me basically get the set going the way I wanted to. These actually look at the ceiling, which is pretty cool since I forgot what that's what these are for too. I'll show you those in a minute. I'm running out of time today, so I'm going to build those shelves at a later date.
One enemy remaining.
Clean up the paint stuff. Maybe do a quick bit of vacuum, and then get at least a rough setup going over here. And I have maybe about an hour to do all this. So
This girl aces on us. We gotta just all go together so she can't reload. I'll stand in a line. You ready? You ready? Let's push. Let's push. I'm with you, Omen. Let's go. Hey, get this, Sage. Sage, get your. Sage! Fuck's wrong with you people?
Flawless.
You get that on camera.
I think I did like a reasonable, like still one more for it to finish there, but I'm really gonna run out of time. Yeah, it's okay, it's fine. It's okay, anyway. you watch any of my old garage work vlogs, you probably know I'm a big fan of ceiling mounting things or putting things up above your head so they're out of the way. And since we have what is known as a drop ceiling here in my office, we have a grid of metal sort of girders up there. I can't hang like too much weight from it or anything, but I got these little hooks at first. They're just supposed to snap around that, so I can use that if I need to suspend wires across there or anything. And then after a bit of hunting, I discovered that these exist. This is specifically called the Avenger C1000 Drop Ceiling Scissor Clamp.
If you'll please.
So it opens like that. And
Neon's
closes
in
like
that corner off
clamp
to the
around
left.
The,
She's
clamp
Scissor
around the
Cubby
ceiling
somewhere.
tile rail, and then it has just like this standard, I forget what this is called exactly, but this is a standard camera mount rigging thing. It's the same thing that's right here on top of my C-stand, which is what I use to mount like my LED lights. So this should allow me to hang one of those from the ceiling.
One enemy remaining.
One more.
Yeah, boys. I picked up the same skin.
Sorry, ear's still ringing.
Can I have it?
Yeah, here you go. Who said that?
That's kind of reasonable, and I think I will add a chain up
So
there
sick.
as a safety measure, just in case that thing slips. But very easy way to ceiling mount stuff. I like it.
Just go ahead and wall that door right away, Sage.
And there it is, and it's sort of just where I wanted it to be. But yes, I like this. It's very nice. I wanted to go with a slightly darker wood finish than what I had in the garage. And the reason I had to drive so far to get this is because you might notice it's kind of wide.
mid.
This is a
Hey.
40-inch width one, whereas most countertops go like 25 or 30 inches. Because this is going to be like my presentation desk where I sit and do tech news and stuff like that. But this is also going to be like the build
One
desk
enemy
where
remaining.
Flawless. Beyond that, you know, just gotta get the lights set up, just gotta get my camera in here, and I maybe
This is it, boys.
be able
This
to
is
sit
it.
right there
We got
and shoot
this.
tech news on Friday. And I know
Don't
the
get
audio's
cocky.
probably gonna suck because I'm far away from the camera now, and I've used the in-camera mic for this whole video. So actually, let me get a bit closer. This is better. Thank you guys so much for watching this
That's some
video.
pretty
I wanted
cocky
to make it a
behavior,
little bit
Omar.
more
You
than
tone
just
that down.
Hey, I got a new op.
Today in the news,
watching it
new
right now.
specs arrived on the RTX
Alright,
4000
Sage, you know what that
series.
means.
and we
See
discussed
that wall.
how
Lickety splickety.
We'll watch this one first.
That was a terrible wall, I'm not gonna lie.
This video is brought to you by Keeps. Stick around to hear more about the discount.
Don't
there,
tell
provide
me
the entire
Keeps.
precisely why
Shut
or
up.
explain
Easy.
exactly how this has occurred, but I get forwarded
Use your,
massive documents, insider stories,
red
whistleblower complaints, and potential topics in crypto space.
I
all the
jumped
time.
over that
It
thing.
seems that the most intriguing, personally interesting threads pull on are now very often conspiracy theory or crypto related. Example,
Rotating.
I have a 60-page document about an $18 billion rug
Are they
that has
rotating?
also been given to the
Shutter
Texas
res-
branch of the SEC.
Ah!
It
Res.
contains full doxed information on the
Res.
founders of a crypto meme coin that was given to me just a couple of days ago.
Yep.
That one is going to take some time. I have to figure out
You
precisely
will
how
not
to handle
kill
it.
my
It reminds me
ally.
of when I got a document that contains secret audio recordings and personal information about a video game hacker named
Spike
John
down
Hughes,
A.
who had directly or indirectly shut down almost the entire video
It's
game.
alright,
it's down
So
A.
it's really just a tricky situation. The point is, I go where the content leads me, and
I got Sova mid. I mean, yeah, Sova mid.
For those that don't know, Yuga Labs is the founder of Big C,
Going up.
Board Ape Yacht Club, which is a viral, celebrity-driven NFT collection of monkey
30
pictures
seconds
from
left.
their exhibition that are worth millions of dollars. The collection itself is worth billions.
Spike down.
Nice shot, Sage, you legend.
Nice.
Oh my god, good.
Defenders win.
Nice job. Good job. Take it
The
home.
mention is the who's who of unfungible tokens. Celebrities, industry figures, promoters, scammers, you name it, they all go. And with such a high-profile, possibly media-worthy event, one might expect there to be a bit of marketing involved.
Finally,
Yuga Labs, in
fucking got a
anticipation for
goddamn
this
win.
event, hired a third-party promotional company who began to execute what is commonly known as guerrilla marketing in the surrounding areas of New York City. This is what they were doing, spray painting the Bored Ape logo all over the surrounding city. And it's not uncommon to do something like this, but with controversy surrounding NFTs and crypto in general being what it is, it was bound to cause a bit of a stir. As expected, people began to complain. They were spray painting these on cobblestone, doors, on sidewalks, and it turned out that this third-party company had spray painted the Bored Ape logo on a different piece of graffiti that said NEXT, N-E-K-S-T. This is where we have to dive into some history because this particular graffiti tag is rather special. Next is a well-known, very popular, and now deceased for about a decade, I believe, graffiti artist whose work can be seen in cities all across the nation. Some would say that Next has etched his legacy into the very fabric of New York City, and yet this stenciled on ape skull logo was put directly on top of his now famous tag. In fact, that tag was allowed to remain through multiple owners of the building itself. When the rest of the graffiti was cleaned in 1 year, by itself, it alone was allowed to stay. This is the part where I need to admit my own lack of knowledge because I had certainly heard the name Next before, but I had no idea just how influential and respected he was in the street art community. Outrage was obviously immediate. You simply do not tag over someone else's work unless you have open disrespect for that person. Next is an icon in the graffiti space, and yet someone from this little marketing agency had placed, they claim, a temporary painted stencil right on top of his name. Honest mistake? Maybe. I'll discuss that a bit later, but what isn't an honest mistake is how the Bored Ape community has reacted. I cannot even count the number of people in social media replies stating that it's shit work anyway, we should have just painted over the whole thing, or LMAO, if that's your legend, get better artists, we improved it. There are all kinds of replies here, but there is a noticeable amount of disrespect aimed at those who are upset about this. To go a little bit deeper, one of the Yuga Labs founders actually responded on Discord saying that they paid to have someone go there and clean it up, but the person who actually covered up their stencil also posted, making it appear that this might be a lie. Now, by itself, I know what everyone is thinking. Honest mistake, some intern didn't know and accidentally stenciled over a legend, whatever. And I'm inclined to agree with you. Yuga Labs, in addition to their other projects, also has what's called the Bathroom Wall, which is a digital space representing the graffitied wall of a nightclub bathroom or something similar, where ape holders can change the color of 1 pixel per 15 minutes. It is an evolving creation. Work is modified, changed, covered, and redone. So knowing that Yuga Labs has this program, the community has their own digital form of artistic creativity, and that kind of overlap combined with a third-party marketing agency that probably just didn't know any better, means that this is almost certainly a simple, honest mistake. That should be the end of the video, right? Why'd I even make it in the first place? Well, the truth is, my foot was now, after covering this, in a door that I didn't even know existed. And what came next was a roller coaster of similarities, coincidences, and suspect circumstances, leading me to question a great many things and have a totally different view of bored apes. Before going further, sponsor time. 2 out of 3 men experience hair loss before the age of 35. I say this every single time, and every single time it remains true. Most people who watch this channel are men directly in that bracket. Combine these 2 factors, and we arrive logically at Keeps. Keeps is a hair loss prevention treatment with more 5-star reviews than any of its current competitors. You can order and get treated directly from your own home for a fraction of the cost when compared to other products, and they offer generic versions of the only 2 FDA-approved hair loss treatments on the entire market. For a limited time, using the link directly down below in the description, you can get 50% off your first order. Again, that's 50% off your first order if you click the link down below in the description. Keeps can help prevent, even sometimes reverse, the process of hair loss, and combining that with an audience who is the most susceptible as a general demographic when it comes to losing hair, it's a partnership that just makes a tremendous amount of sense. Big thank you to Keeps for sponsoring the channel. Let's really get started. The logo. In the lead up to NFT NYC, Yuga Labs had a third-party marketing department spray painting this ape skull logo all over the city. But why don't we take a closer look at the logo? This ape skull, it turns out, more precisely their actual full Bored Ape logo as a stamp, is oddly similar to the Waffen-Totenkopf SS division of the Nazi military. Looking deeper, coincidental or not, I'll discuss that angle in just a moment, we can see 18 teeth on the Waffen skull. This matters in specific Nazi circles because 18, 1-8, is a cryptic reference to AH, 1 corresponding to A, 8 corresponding to H, which means Adolf Hitler. 18 teeth, possibly a cryptic reference on the Waffen skull, and the Bored Ape skull also has 18 teeth. More interestingly, the 18th and final tooth, when you count the lines, appears to be pasted onto the end of the row, with no discernible need for it. In fact, it wouldn't alter the design at all to remove it, which ultimately piqued my curiosity and made me start the actual video. Here's the big disclaimer. I will be presenting a series of, let's call them coincidences. I will give my opinion on what is presented at various different intervals. However, I make no definitive statements as to motive, intent, or belief on the part of anyone discussed, period. A great deal of these coincidences have been known for quite some time, A lot of in-depth research was conducted by a user named Ryder Rips on Twitter a few months ago, and some of the data points and other connections have been discovered or traced in the time since, plus a few discoveries I made over the course of my own research, but none of it is to be misconstrued as accusations. I will be presenting this for what it is, a collection of extremely strange realizations, as well as connected threads. Here we go. Logo aside, 18 teeth, typographic similarities right down to the two-letter side stamps where BA and YC mimic the double SS branding. That aside, perhaps it's a coincidence. Let's look at the founders of Yuga Labs. There are 4 founders, recently doxxed, I think, by BuzzFeed, maybe? I won't focus on them as people, I'll focus on their screen names, social media profiles, and the persona, the general persona that they crafted while operating anonymously, which is how they intended to run the company until they were doxxed against their will by a journalist. Here they are. Garga, short for Gargamel until he changed it, Gordon Goner, Emperor Tomato Ketchup, and Sass. I know that remembering these names might be difficult, so don't worry about it. Each one will have their own section, and the only important thing to know is that there are 4 founders of Yuga Labs, which is the company behind the Bored Ape Yacht Club collection. Let's start with the easiest one, and highlight something interesting that a lot of people may not be aware of. Emperor Tomato Ketchup, a co-founder of Yuga Labs, shares that name with a 1970s Japanese film. That film, of the same exact name, Emperor Tomato Ketchup, it's not gibberish, I promise, is banned in most countries around the globe for inappropriate underage nudity. Calling that kind of content by its more accurate direct name can result in videos getting punished by YouTube and the algorithm, so just know that it is intense underage content that is completely unacceptable in most countries. Towards the end of the film, from what I have read, there are scenes of Nazi imagery, and a stoic Nazi salute by a child, indicating or perhaps commentating on the idea that the world is doomed by conflict and self-destruction. As far as coincidences go, this is somewhat neat. The film is certainly controversial, to say the very least, but I fail to see anything other than a small-scale, low-impact coincidence when compared to the similarity of logos. Next up is SassBayC. This one is quite a bit more straightforward because Sass, the totality of his name on Twitter, can be read as S-A-S-S. SA, if examined in a vacuum, could be a reference to the paramilitary arm of the Nazi Party, called the Sturmabteilung, I think is how you pronounce it, probably not that. SA for short. The SS, a more commonly known division compared to the SA, would be Schutzstaffel, the personal bodyguard division for Hitler. The second co-founder's name is a matchup of 2 divisions of the Nazi military. Whether by intention or coincidence, I do not know. In my opinion, this is a larger coincidence than Emperor Tomato Ketchup, but still, very difficult to make any sort of actual definitive statement. Moving on, we get to Gargamel. Gargamel is a reference, as claimed by the founder himself, to the Smurfs. It pertains to the antagonist in that film, who is a wizard with a cat named Azriel. According to a French sociologist and certain other academics in the field, Gargamel is a racist stereotype for Jewish people, owing to a certain aesthetic choice and behaviors. Personally, I don't find this to be very compelling. Cartoon villains often have large noses, that being one of the cited stereotypes, and compulsive behaviors. Around wealth, for example, that kind of unacceptable stereotyping is widely applicable, however. So, for the simple attribution of his name, perhaps relating to a racist stereotype against Jewish people, in a vacuum, I wouldn't really buy into it. However, reality is not a vacuum, and context is always great. The actual identity of Gargamel, doxed by BuzzFeed or whatever publication it was in recent portion, was examined by Ryder Rips, but who uncovered that his undergraduate thesis was written about the fictional Nazi soldier, and it was inspired by the work of Robert Bolano. That's a name that we'll come back to later. This could be a conspiracy theory video all on its own, but the gist of it, as outlined by Ryder Rips on Twitter, is that Gargamel had a pre-existing history and desire to write about Nazi soldiers or officers. And going even further, in a CoinDesk interview, Gargamel said the following, quote, "Ever since the Bored Ape Yacht Club, we've seen like 1,000 different catapult couches come up, and a lot of them are really cool, but what we think was special, and what people could kind of read on top of ours, is that we didn't just throw 3 glassy fonts of apes, and we didn't have a long essay on what exactly this was, but we knew what it was. It's like Wittgenstein's let the unutterable be conveyed unutterably, or Hemingway's iceberg theory. We knew all about what this world was, and why these apes are this way. And that somebody else might get a little tingle on their neck looking at it thinking, yeah, this is kind of different, this isn't just random." That rhetoric displays an underpinning of hidden meaning, cryptic interpretation. Also, it seems to indicate that he views the Bored Ape collection to have a sort of concealed story. In my opinion, it's a heck of a coincidence of context, but by itself, again, impossible to assign motive or intent. However, here is something critical. Remember the idea of acrostic puzzles. Acrostic puzzles, for anyone not fully aware, are when one letter of each line of the original text creates a hidden word or phrase. Gargamel based his undergraduate thesis on Robert Milano. Robert Milano wrote a series of short stories about fictional right-wing American poets and novelists. One of those fictional writers was named Ernesto Perez Mason, and that fictional writer in the works of Robert Milano created hidden acrostic puzzles that said things like, "Long live the leader of Nazi Germany." It was just the name, but again, I'll get kicked right the fuck off YouTube's algorithm if I say that phrase for them. When caught for this, Ernesto Perez Mason said it was just a coincidence. Now, all of this information on Gargamel was discovered originally and documented by Adam Rips. Credit to me for all the findings. I'll link his Twitter down below. So just remember that. Acrostic hidden messages and a history of writing about fictional Nazis with a clear intent for the Bored Ape Yacht Club to convey hidden meaning. We're starting to rack up the number of coincidences very high. Now for the last, probably most straightforward founding member, Gordon Goner. This one is right on the nose. Gordon Goner, whether intentional or coincidental, I do not know, is an anagram. Those two words and their contained letters be rearranged into the words Drongo Negro. And Drongo, according to Dictionary.com, has a second meaning, idiot or stupid, which is largely due to Australian slang. The coincidence here is that Gordon Goner has a name on social media that is quite literally an anagram for stupid blank. Again, I can't say these things outright or I can get heavily punished on YouTube, but you can connect the dots here. It's not me saying it, it's his anagram. And while I cannot assign motive or intent, again, this one is a hard-hitting coincidence. We're not done. This is where things go from interesting and complicated to full-blown lock yourself in a storage room with some red string and a wall of corkboard level string. Yuga Labs, the controlling company of Bored Ape Yacht Club, founded by these four men that we just discussed, shares a name with a very obscure concept called Kali Yuga. I'll reserve my own judgment on this for the moment, but Kali Yuga, speculated on by certain philosophers and sociologists, is a concept with many to the alt-reference. By itself, it's nothing. However, Kali Yuga, in terms of its recognition in Western philosophy, is attributed to a man named René Guénon. René Guénon was an influential French intellectual who believed in the idea of a hierarchical religious elite and saw himself as the elected representative of that elite group. His work would later inspire a man named Julius Evola, who had strong ties to fascism and was even referred to as a fascistic intellectual. He idolized the leader of the SS, Heinrich Himmler, and he even alluded in his own writing to having worked with or for, directly for, the SD, the intelligence arm of the SS. Now, being honest here, that's a multifaceted and very, very weak thread to follow. Yuga Labs, Kali Yuga, René Guénon, and his inspiration on Nazi-connected figures like Julius Evola. There's more. In promotion of the Bored Ape Yacht Club, Yuga Labs designed a puzzle. This was a long and very complicated puzzle by a character named Jimmy the Monkey, and within that puzzle were acrostic hints. Remember, acrostic puzzles. That's the theme we've seen before. Here's an example. Analog, Nassau, salute, weapon, and remote booster. These form the acrostic word answer, which is the same way that the fictional character Ernesto Perez Mason, as written by Robert Milano, whose work was the subject and inspiration for Gargamel's undergraduate thesis, encoded his hidden message, "Long live leader of Nazi Germany." Yet another coincidence. However, there is one final connection we need to show. This puzzle, created by Yuga Labs, would ultimately end with a string of keywords called the final solution. Coincidence? Reference to yet another aspect of the Nazi regime? That's all for you to decide to review. But contained within the string of keywords was Guénon, the intellectual responsible for inspiring people like Julius Evola, and who brought the concept of Kali Yuga to Western philosophy. That is a large number of interconnected coincidental things, but now we get to the bonus examples. The Bored Ape Yacht Club and the Other Side Metaverse, the two largest undertakings and projects from Yuga Labs, from what I can find, were both of them launched, both of them separately, at different times, but on the same day, on April 30th, the date of Hitler's death. The hash masks for Bored Apes were developed by a company called Soonquik Labs, and Soonquik is a Latin phrase meaning to each his or her own. That phrase, Soonquik, translated into German, is to each what they are due. Idem das Sein. Idem das Sein. And Idem das Sein was the text on the gate of the Buchenwald death. Yet another coincidence. Take these things each in a vacuum, and there are innumerable explanations. Take them together, all of them in context, that's a little bit different. Logo, factors names, partnered company names, the launch dates, previous thesis, subject matter, acrostic puzzles, ties to Renee Guillemot, anagrams, and more. I never would have expected that an ape skull stenciled on the graffiti of a street art legendary icon would lead me to where I am now. I make absolutely no assertions as to motive or intent. I have no idea why these coincidences exist. They do exist, but I don't know why. And much of these were originally discovered early in 2022 by Ryder Ricks. Credit to him. Much credit to him. However, when looking at the Bored Ape collection, I find myself now wondering if their entire thing, the whole project, has a coded hidden meaning, much like the founder Gargamel expressed was his intention openly in interviews. If it does have a hidden meaning, I mean, I have a personal guess as to what that meaning is, but in the end, I have no clue. I have only speculation, coincidence, and my own opinion. That's it. If you want to support, there are links down below, primarily locals, Patreon, to secure the channel and AdSense with monetization, because I can only imagine the subject matter this one's going to get demonetized too. Also, merchandise, another YouTuber to check out, social media, and the sponsor Keeps as well, but I'll cut it there and stuff there. As always, thank you all for watching, and have a nice day.
Victory!
Another victory, Spartan.
Okay, now we're gonna watch the long one.
The practice of making inside jokes that are so fucked up to people who don't even understand them, and basically making fun of people to their face, right? To me, that's really what's fucked up, and it's more fun. It's actually more, to me, that's the crime. The crime isn't that they're Nazis and they're racist, which they might be, and I'm sure they are accelerationists who are people who are just basically nihilists who don't give a fuck and want to see the world burn. And to me, that's probably a worse thing than being anything, because you really are anti-human and you're selfish.
What if I told you that one of the most successful NFT collections in the world was pulling off the biggest troll in internet history? No, not convincing people that this ugly shit is art or that it has any value. What if I told you that hidden within Bored Ape Yacht Club was a series of 4chan trolling, racist imagery, and white supremacy dog whistles? And with a deep understanding of cipher and cryptography, the founders of Bored Ape Yacht Club are making a mockery of the entire world, pulling the strings of the global elite, including celebrities, athletes, actors, and influencers. This story is extremely complicated for many reasons. The problem with accepting the truth I'm about to tell you is that you have to have extensive knowledge of 4chan, internet culture, and symbolism to even wrap your head around this and understand the motive. The most important fact I'm about to tell you that you must remind yourself as we go along is that the entirety of Bored Ape Yacht Club is esoteric. By design, it is only meant to be understood by a select number of people with specialized knowledge. And, as you can see here, it is considered based when others with that knowledge connect the dots. Almost all of the absurdist references present in Bored Ape Yacht Club are glaringly obvious to the in-crowd and are invisible to anyone who isn't terminally online. I might as well be speaking a different language if I don't prime you on every aspect of this elaborate cipher. Combine this with Bored Ape Yacht Club being valued at over $8 billion, and you have yourself the gold medalists of the Troll Olympics. I had my doubts about all of this. That was until I spoke with one of the top creative directors and internet artists in the world, who is an expert of internet culture, 4chan, and trolling. An artist who has worked with Kanye West, Grimes, and Tame Impala, among other creative projects that you've definitely seen. January 2022, a website goes live called GordonGonner.com. Valorant.com. Signed at the very bottom was the signature of Ryder Rips. Ryder Rips is eccentric and is a trendsetter in every regard. He created the Deal With It meme, Dump FM, Internet Archaeology, and V-Files. When it comes to the internet, Ryder Rips is one of the most innovative artists of our generation. It's no secret that he uses internet culture and the nature of trolling to amplify his artistic messages. If there's anyone to educate others on iconography and the meaning behind art, it's Ryder Rips. And if I happen to be the founders of an NFT project manipulating the masses into a certain value on racist imagery, I would not fuck with it. For the past 6 months, Ryder Rips and other researchers have collected all of the data and sources that highlight Bored Ape Yacht Club's successful but depraved continued start. And I say continued because they still operate unchecked. 4chan is the gutter of the internet. Founded in 2003 by 15-year-old Christopher Moot Poole, this message board serves as a place where internet culture is born, discussed, and destroyed. Users on 4chan typically post as anonymous or anon, as they argue the identity of the user adds nothing to conversations at hand. But the collective anonymous culture of the message board has evolved into a degenerate pit of despair. Along with anonymous identities, there is virtually no moderation. As a result of this, threads on 4chan spiral into some of the weirdest and most disturbing rabbit holes on the internet. So why even post? Well, as Ryder Rips described to me, trolling is a sport on 4chan. This point alone is necessary in understanding the motive behind Bored Ape Yacht Club. Throughout the internet's history, 4chan has been responsible for trolling mainstream media endlessly. One classic example of this was when 4chan tricked mainstream media into thinking the OK hand symbol signified white power. The media ran with it, and as a result, actual white supremacists adopted it as their own. An internet joke that illuminated a problem with mainstream media, their willingness to post anything, was taken literally, and the meaning of the joke changed forever. Another example of this is comedian Sam Hyde being the host of PF. Lastly, let's talk about the benefit of the doubt. Imagine all of what I'm about to tell you is one giant coincidence. Somewhere along the grocery list of examples of Bored Ape Yacht Club being one massive alt-right inside joke is a point at which these similarities are no longer coincidences. Let's call this the tipping point. If I bring up one instance that highlights deliberate Nazi, fascist, or alt-right messaging, you may think to yourself, I see it, but that's a reach. So I ask you, what is your number? At what point do all of these examples become crystal clear in front of your eyes? For me, it was just one. First, let's talk about the apes as a whole. You don't have to look far on social media to see that many people believe the apes in Bored Ape Yacht Club are inherently racist looking. Remember, they could have picked any animal, object, or thing to make an NFT project. Monkeys? Really? It seems a bit random, but we're dealing with deliberate messaging. This is not a mistake. This is Damon Dash, the founder of Rockefeller Records with Jay-Z.
And then, I don't know what that monkey thing is like. 'Cause what's the biggest NFT? The ape. Don't you think that's a little condescending to our culture a little bit? We just talk about that. I feel like, is that a way a nerd is trying to get cute and laugh at us? We're just talking about that. Because either way, you should tread lightly with monkey when they start talking because it's a trigger for it. And they keep doing it. So first I wasn't like, and then I was like, or ape, or a monkey. I ain't a penguin, or like a panda bear. Why is it something that's been used to, disrespect us for years? So I don't know, and when language is difficult for a creator, that means a lot of room for exploitation. So that means a lot of people that can't understand may take advantage of those creators that don't want to understand.
You guys realize, for the last 2 years, they got black people to invest monkeys and dogs while making fun of us and taking our money from us. But Doge was going to the moon. It's already done. Go look at Bored Ape Yacht Club and go see the imagery of how it's connected to Nazi. It's damn near the same imagery. But they know we won't study long enough to say it now. Look how many billions of dollars they made across the art culture. And then the music industry gonna come in with more NFTs and continue to rob us. All we need is us.
The reason people have made this conclusion is because of something called simianization. This refers to comparing ethnic groups to an ape or monkey. Simianization has been used throughout history to put others down in order to dehumanize them. You will see exactly how Bored Ape Yacht Club uses simianization to convey racist themes and undertones. But first, we must understand the culture in which these apes were born. In 2021, Bored Ape Yacht Club was launched on April 30th. Which is the exact day that Hitler died. The launch of Bored Ape Yacht Club was actually on the 23rd, with a week.
The fuck is that?
And they sold out before the 30th. However, they made it a point to tell the New Yorker that it was the 30th. I have shown this picture to various artists. This is Bored Ape Yacht Club's main logo that they use across all of their branding and social media accounts. Not too bad, right? How about now? Most of them left uncomfortably in sheer disbelief. The audacity to do this is mind-blowing. It does not take a genius to see that this Bored Ape Yacht Club logo is a direct copy of the token cop. The skull and bones represents death, and was used by both Prussia and Nazi Germany as a military emblem representing death heads. I only mention Prussia because that will play out later when we examine some of the Bored Apes. Both logos also have 18 teeth. If you're unfamiliar, the alt-right white supremacists and neo-Nazis love alphanumeric code. The number 18 is a symbol of hate. More specifically, it's alphanumeric code for the initials of Adolf Hitler, one being A, 8 being H. One thing to note is that both logos also have a rough edge, which is uncommon in circular emblems. It's just another characteristic that demonstrates they knew what they were copying. Bored Ape Yacht Club was created by a company called Yuga Labs. Like everything in this project, the name has meaning. A little bit about us to start off the new year and what's coming. What's the inspiration behind the name Yuga Labs? We're nerds, and Yuga is the name of a villain in Zelda whose ability is that he can turn himself and others into 2D art. It made sense for an NFT company. When I heard this, I was confused. I've played just about every Legend of Zelda game, and I could not remember for the life of me who Yuga was. You see, Yuga is a boss in The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, the 17th installment of the Zelda franchise available only on the Nintendo 3DS. If you're a self-proclaimed nerd or gamer, you wouldn't source your name from the most obscure Zelda game ever, let alone a game for the 3DS. Everyone knows that Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and even Breath of the Wild are the greatest games in the franchise. I could believe Ganon Labs after the main antagonist throughout the entire series, Ganondorf, but Yuga? I'm not buying it. There is a specific reason they picked the name Yuga. On Yuga Labs' website, they pay homage to another project called the Hash Masks. This project was made by a Swiss company known as Suumkuik Labs. This phrase, meaning to each their own, was on the gate of the Buchenwald concentration camp. This phrase was also used on the face of Prussian helmets, and Yuga Labs loved Suumkuik so much that they even took their exact terms of service. Yuga has an entirely different meaning. The phrase Kali Yuga stems from Hinduism, and it refers to an age of conflict or darkness.
What is the period we're in now? Which is coming to an end. This is Kali Yuga, man. This is some weird shit that was predicted by the Bhagavad Gita. This is Guru Dalaram, Battle of the Gods, Ragnarok. Tell me. But this is what happens in cultures. Like they go through these pitches, these ups and downs.
The earliest mention of this phrase in internet culture was on September 11th, 2014, by an anonymous user on 4chan. In response to people being upset over Gamergate, Anon replied, "I know it is dark at times, but you just gotta learn to enjoy it, man. Embrace being the bad guy. Surf the Kali Yuga." Since then, the phrase spread like wildfire among the alt-right. First, it was made into a t-shirt by Vincent Vauquelin, who founded the French Dissent, an alt-right political party that operated from 2011 to 2021. Apparently, alt-right meme merch went hard, and the new design of the shirt in 2016 featured a totem kaf. And in 2019, a Telegram group called Kali Yuga Surfing Club was created. See anything weird here? The Kali Yuga is one of the cornerstones of traditionalist ideology that was preached by Rene Guénon. a French occultist and philosopher who is credited for introducing the Kali Yuga to the West. During his life, Guinan moved to Egypt, became Muslim, and preached traditionalism, which consisted of extreme anti-Semitism and an admiration for ancient societies, which included hierarchies of class and gender. Guinan, advisory powers of Vola are both revered and memed on 4chan. You'll find threads in the literature and political boards placing these two on a pedestal and recommending their works for a sense of woke pseudo-intellectualism. Often messages will be left with PBUH, which means peace be upon you, a common Arabic phrase. You see, surfing the Kali Yuga manifested itself on Pole. It became a repeated phrase and dog whistle among users. In fact, embracing the darkness, or surfing the Kali Yuga, is a phrase that the alt-right has adopted in order to communicate a sense of collective. This might melt your brain, but stay with me. It's impossible to show the masses exactly what the founders of Bored Ape Yacht Club are doing without understanding Chan culture, or how 4chan acts as a think tank and hive mind. One of the worst aspects of Chan culture is pseudo-intellectualism. What you have is a bunch of trolls who haven't seen the light of day, that have collectively convinced themselves they are based, woke, and have the answers to this world. They find solace in knowing specific information compared to normal people, or normies. This is why it's considered esoteric. As a result of this, you have pockets of deranged people who study old texts, scriptures, and societies in order to extract archaic values and worship them. The founders of Bored Ape Yacht Club are terminally online, smart assholes. I hate to admit it. The founders are clever, and I mean really fucking clever. The four founders are Gordon Goddard, Emperor Tomato Ketchup, Gargamel, and No Sass. You may be wondering, why do they all have obscure Xbox Live gamer tags? Well, if you think this is innocent, you're not ready for this. Number 1, Emperor Tomato Ketchup, Rim Adelaide. Software engineer. On the surface, Emperor Tomato Ketchup sounds like a Fortnite skin. In reality, Emperor Tomato Ketchup is the name of a 1971 film that is banned across the world for containing child pornography. It's about children overthrowing adults and establishing their own supremacy, in which a young boy in a fascist uniform sexually assaults a grown woman. And if you were to ask Tomato himself, he would say he got the name from a Stereolab album, which got its name from the film. Another example of plausible deniability. Number 2, Gargamel. Greg Solano, MFA in writing. If anyone is familiar with the Smurfs, then the name Gargamel might ring a bell. Gargamel is the antagonist who turns sentient beings into money. He is widely known as an anti-Semitic depiction of a Jewish stereotype. And as Ryder Rips pointed out, 4chan also uses the term Gargamel to describe Jewish people. A reoccurring theme that you'll notice is that this entire umbrella of Bored Ape Yacht Club trolling stems from 4chan behavior, which is based on inserting enough absurdity to create plausible deniability. Gargamel is smart, but he's a little sloppy. According to his Reddit post history, he posted a 4chan crypto meme before Bored Ape Yacht Club was even live yet, confirming that he's at least aware of the culture or uses 4chan. Greg Solano, or Gargamel, was a literature major in college and wrote his thesis paper on 2666, which is a book that takes place in Nazi Germany with a main character named after Nazi SS doctor Hans Reiter. He even expressed on his now defunct blog that he wanted to write a fiction novel that blends real history with imaginative events, which is similar to Roberto Bolaño's 2666. This could be a stretch, but I'm reminded here of your writing backgrounds. Do you think there's any parallel between your big conceptual breakthrough, the design NFTs for what interests you, not some target demo, and the idea that in writing, sometimes the best stuff comes from channeling what you really want to see, not what some theoretical reader wants? Gargamel says, ever since the Bored Ape Yacht Club, we've seen like 1,000 different avatar collections come up, and a lot of them are really cool. But what we think was special, and what people could kind of read on top of ours, is that we didn't just throw 3D glasses onto apes, and we didn't have a long essay on exactly what this was, but we knew what it was. It's like Wittgenstein's let the unutterable be conveyed unutterably, or Hemingway's iceberg theory. We knew what this world was and why the apes are this way, and that somebody else might get a little tingle on their neck looking at it, thinking, Yeah, this is kind of different. This isn't just random. In this interview, Gargamel literally just confirmed that Bored Ape Yacht Club is his medium for creative writing. First, the quote is cryptic, but it makes a lot of sense given the context of this project. Let the unutterable be conveyed unutterably. Dog whistles, hidden meanings, fiction writing. Nah, man, they're just apes with 3D glasses. You don't understand crypto. In this statement, Gargamel quotes Ludwig Wittgenstein, an Austrian Jewish philosopher believed to have been the boy who went to school with Adolf Hitler from 1903 to 1904. According to writer Kimberly Cornish in The Jew of Linz, she alleges that Hitler alludes to a Jewish boy who is believed to be Wittgenstein in Mein Kampf. Wittgenstein's entire body of work consists of cipher, cryptology, and solving puzzles. Similar to how Bored Ape Yacht Club is one massive puzzle designed to be cracked for the sole purpose of stroking their twisted fanfiction writing boner. Second, he states Hemingway's iceberg theory, which describes exactly what they're doing. Iceberg theory itself is also a 4chan meme. Greg Solano also has written a book titled The Cinematic Art of World of Warcraft. To say he isn't a sucker for fantasy would be a flat-out lie. We know that Gargamel is a creative fantasy writer. We know that he wrote his thesis paper on a Nazi story. And we know that he wanted to create something similar, blending real and fake events. He literally quoted Ludwig Wittgenstein and iceberg theory, confirmed that there is hidden meaning, and that everything is delivered in Bored Ape Yacht Club. Prior to Bored Ape Yacht Club, Greg Solano even stated he wanted to create a Lovecraftian-themed NFT project. And if you know anything about Lovecraft, he was a notorious white supremacist, often weaving his prejudices as the basis for his stories. The frustration that Ryder Rips and others have felt, myself included, with the public's perception of this criticism is immense. You can't begin to educate people on this when they're too ignorant to realize that they're being played. Bored Ape Yacht Club, in a way, is a social experiment in making fun of people who are easily influenced. Crypto bros and everyone who sucks off technocrats included. It is a commentary on the number going up forever with the wag me crowd, which lives by the slogan, "We're all going to make it." This is a very real sentiment shared by thousands of people on the internet, which the founders of this project have profited off of immensely. All it took was celebrity worship, proper funding, fueled by a dystopian political agenda to get fascist propaganda on the world stage. Let me be clear, I'm not saying buzzwords just to say them. This is what's happening. 3. Gordon Goddard, or Wiley Arno, also a creative writer. The third founder of Bored Ape Yacht Club goes by Gordon Goddard, the same name Ryder used for the website, piecing this all together. This was done for SEO purposes, so that when you type in Gordon Goddard on Google, Ryder's website pops up first. In an interview with Wiley from 2014, he stated, "The only book that I don't like is Mein Kampf, but I haven't read it." When asked innocently about books, he resorted to making Hitler jokes. Yeah, there's probably nothing to see here, right? This is just more proof that Wiley's attempt at edgy humor dates back to 2014. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Gordon Goddard stated he chose the name because it sounded like Joey Ramone, lead singer of the Ramones. It should be known that Bored Ape Yacht Club's connection to the Rolling Stone is not random. It's through Neil Strauss, author of The Game, who is apparently writing about the subculture of Bored Ape Yacht Club. Gordon Goddard is a full-phrase anagram for Drongo Negro. Drongo is Australian slang for stupid, and Negro means black. Drongo is also tossed around on 4chan and Reddit. It's not simply a random word. It is also conveniently a species of black bird. Another example of a hyper-specific double-meaning term or phrase in Bored Ape Yacht Club. There's not much else known about Wiley Arno, aka Gordon Goddard, besides loose leads that allege he's a crypto-fascist. And his dad is literally Don Arno, portrayed by John Travolta in Speed Kills. Both Gargamel and Gordon Goddard are writers and creatives, according to the CEO of Yuga Labs, Nicole Muniz.
Can you take me back to the origin story of Bored Ape Yacht Club? It was almost exactly a year ago. Garga, who's one of the founders, texted Gordon with, "Hey, let's make an NFT." So Garda and Gordon were both really into crypto. They were really active in the community, but they are writers. That's actually their background. They are storytellers and creatives, and so like crypto was this thing that like they were fascinated by and they like loved, but they were never able to actively participate in.
Right.
In
There's a
term-
barrier to entry,
Exactly,
right?
exactly, because it was technical.
Yeah.
And they're not technical. They're writers, they're creatives, they're storytellers. Like that's what they do.
So it's entirely critical that you understand the context of anything. So the issue with Bored Ape Yacht Club is that they're not providing any context. The context that they provided is that literally it's meaningless. They said that these are just apes in a swamp who like drawing penises on a penis wall. That's the official story of Bored Ape Yacht Club from the mouth of Nicole, the CEO. Like, that's it. It's like, end. Done. Like, there's nothing else.
They called me with like, hey, we're gonna do this thing, and like, you know, just explaining the idea. And I kind of giggled and was like, oh yeah, I mean, but people are just gonna draw penises. And that was it. Like, I was just like, I didn't think anything of it. We hung up, but like the stupid thing that I said that I never would have thought about transformed into, well, my future draw penises.
Yeah.
And where do people draw penises? And, you know, it turned into, well, it's a bathroom.
Right.
You know, it's a toilet stall. And it's a dive bar. But it's not a dive bar. It's a yacht club that's a dive bar. But it's in a swamp. And it's gonna be this like future vision of Miami. And, you know, it's all of these like bored apes. And they just created this like story and this world.
Let's play a game of I Spy. The cover of this Rolling Stone art is a direct reference to Hieronymus Bosch, who painted pictures like these in order to hide things in them. Spot the racist dog whistle. Ape hands are a racist dog whistle, alluding to the practice of Belgian King Leopold II cutting off Congolese hands for punishment in not working hard enough to produce rubber. The Congolese then started cutting off fellow African hands as it became a currency valuable to the Belgians in itself. Never underestimate the ability for Bored Ape Yacht Club founders to be this demented. Let's try this again. This is footage of the Bored Ape Yacht Club video game. See anything interesting? What's up with these bananas? Why is the bushel of bananas conveniently shaped like a swastika? 4. Sass, Zayshawn Ali, software engineer. The fourth founder of Bored Ape Yacht Club goes by Sass, and going off the theme of hidden meanings throughout their entire project, this is also deliberate. SA is the abbreviation for Sterne Taglung, and SS for the Schutzstaffel. SAS, or SASS, is the combination of the two primary Nazi military divisions. There are two possibilities that explain the behavior of the founders. Number one is easy. They are neo-Nazis. Number two is a bit more complex, and Ryder believes we need new terms to describe what's happening. In other words, this is an internet troll's wet dream. Post-ironic racism on the world stage. This means that this is a meme, but it doesn't look like one because there's nothing to indicate otherwise. This can also be described as pose law. It's impossible to know if someone is joking unless they add an LOL at the end of a message to indicate how it's supposed to be perceived. In other words, Bored Ape Yacht Club founders are layering on the irony of troll behavior to the point where it's just doomed. The best way I can describe it is beating a dead horse until the horse comes alive again and then dies again from the irony. February 4th, 2022, Katie Natopoulos, a writer at BuzzFeed, wrote an article covering the identities of the founders of Bored Ape Yacht Club. And where exactly do you think she got her information from? Ryder rips. However, she stated, Solano and Arano don't appear to have any particular red flags, which, as we know, is a flat-out lie. Pressured by Guy Osseri, Kate Natopoulos ran a softball story in an effort to save face. The more degenerative side of 4chan, including white nationalists, enjoy participating in the cult of Kek, a metaphorical fictitious religion that worships Pepe the Frog. Think of it as a tribe on 4chan who considers everyone else not in the know as normies. They wave the Kekistan flag, which is an exact ripoff of Prussia and Nazi Germany's Wehrmacht symbol. Their mission? Troll the liberals at all costs through meme warfare. By having shared symbolism and jokes, it is a way to communicate or dog whistle to other members that they, quote, embrace the principles of chaos and destruction that are central to alt-right thinking. The term kek originated from World of Warcraft. When a horde player types LOL to an alliance, LOL is then translated into gibberish spelling out kek. This is because the two opposing factions in the game can't communicate with each other unless they are on the same faction. It just so happens that Kek is an Egyptian god that looks like a human with a frog head, hence Pepe. And guess what Kek was the god of? Darkness and chaos. Sound familiar? Surfing the Caliuga was not the only surfer innuendo that the alt-right adopted as lingo. In fact, they also used the word cowabunga to signify their alt-right beliefs to fellow members of the alt-right. It just so happens that one of Bored Ape's founder's wife had this exact lingo in her bio, which has now been deleted. And in September 2020, the fellow member, surfing the Caliuga was not the only surfer innuendo that the alt-right adopted as lingo. In fact, they also used the word cowabunga to signify their alt-right beliefs to fellow members of the alt-right. It just so happens that one of Bored Ape's founder's wife had this exact lingo in her bio, which has now been deleted. And in September 2021, Bored Ape Yacht Club challenged the internet with a series of puzzles. Whoever cracked the secret codes would receive a Bored Ape Kennel Club NFT, a Bored Ape NFT, a Mutant Serum NFT, and 10 Ethereum. At the time, the value of these prizes added up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. This puzzle will demonstrate just how far the creators of Bored Ape Yacht Club are willing to go in order to play out their racist fantasy. This information is taken directly from this user's post on Medium. This whole puzzle started with a single stealthy tweet. Somebody left a strange note at the bar. The image contains a message, "Come find me below," with the cipher text of U8JJ6. This is a keyboard cipher, where if you look at the keys below each letter on a keyboard, you see that it spells /Jimmy. Entering this after BoredApeYachtClub.com, U8JJ6. This is a keyboard cipher, where if you look at the keys below each letter on a keyboard, you see that it spells /Jimmy. Entering this after BoredApeYachtClub.com will take you to a new page, and you are able to load a puzzle game. Jimmy the Monkey is back on his bullshit again. In the clubhouse, the game is a 2D screen where you can click on rooms and interact with various objects. Most of the rooms contain a puzzle. The boat room contains a single interactable object in the room, which is a wall of dancing men. If you know a bit about ciphers, it's fairly quick to recognize that this is a Dancing Man cipher. The Dancing Man cipher is from Sherlock Holmes. Decoding the cipher reveals the following message. This isn't a puzzle clue. Sucking a banana, bozo. Love, Jimmy. This seemed to be a troll as it was not used in the final solution. The party room has two interactable objects in it. The first object is a dog collar with the numbers 0010 on it. This is just the ID number for the exact NFT that you would win if you were to crack the puzzle. The second object is a party poster containing song lyrics. The puzzle gives a selection of song lyrics sorted in alphabetical order by word, with one of the words being replaced by the word monkey. Solving this puzzle involves taking each lyric word bank, identifying the song, and figuring out which part of the song the lyrics are referencing. You sort each word in that set of the lyrics in ABC order and figure out what word has been replaced with monkey. This results in the following troll message. Wasted your time on this one, stupid apes. Entering the pool area presents you with two puzzles. One located on the inflatable duck in the pool, and the other on a drink menu located next to the bar. This puzzle presents a list of duck-themed clues and their answer length. Going through and solving all of the clues results in the list below. With this answer set, reading the first letter of each answer gives the phrase "cocktails are shaken," which is a clue for the puzzle located next to the bar. Using the hint from the previous puzzle, we now know that this menu list is an anagram of cocktails. In addition, the text at the bottom of the menu indicates something extra was added to the drinks, hinting to there likely being an extra letter not used in the cocktail anagram. With there being 26 menu items, it seemed highly likely the extra letters or the cocktails used every letter A to Z for ordering when done. It is quickly realized all the cocktails start with a unique letter A to Z that, when put in order and reading the extra letters, gives Orange liqueur used in spritz. Final answer, Aperol. Upon entering the kitchen, a sheet can be found lying next to the sink. This puzzle provides instructions on what to do. Begin by identifying the dishes that are clued on the left and filling out the blanks on the right. The extracted letters, highlighted yellow on the sheet, spell the phrase Gibraltar's Barbary, which is referencing a specific monkey that lives on Gibraltar, the Barbary macaque. Final answer, macaque. In the library, you can start by clicking on the bust on the top of the shelf, which contains a puzzle scroll. This puzzle is a Mad Gab style puzzle as hinted by the title, Bust dan Dush Elf, which, when read aloud, sounds like bust on a shelf. You can make 4 Mad Gab style phrases using one word from each column on the scroll. The output of each Mad Gab is its own clue to a word. This final output is yet again a Mad Gab where ooze 6 ciphers can be read as use 6 ciphers, a hint for the bookshelf puzzle. When you click on the bookshelf next to the fireplace, it shows you an enlarged version of the bookshelf. This bookshelf contains many different patterns throughout. As you start to group the patterns together, you will discover there are 6 separate puzzles using 6 different ciphers, as hinted in the previous puzzle contained in the shelf items. The monkey hands. There are 6 hands throughout the shelves using American Sign Language to spell weapon. Naval flags. There are 6 international maritime signal flags throughout the shelves that spell Nassau, 5-bit binary. There are 6 groups of books colored orange and green. These books are 5-bit binary, which provides 10010, 00101, 00001, 10011, 01111, 01110. These can be converted to their decimal equivalent of 18, 1, 19, 15, 14, which can then be further converted to letters to read reason. Clocks. There are 6 clocks through the shelves. Each clock face is a different time, with both hands clearly visible. Using the clock hands as a flag semaphore, you can obtain the letters to spell salute. Book titles. There are some books facing forward with the titles clearly visible, and after reading through the titles, you will notice some of the words are from the NATO alphabet. Echo, Mike, Bravo, Romeo, Yankee, Oscar. And when you extract the first letter of each NATO word, it will spell embryo. Morse code. Between each of the bookshelves is a repeating pattern of a lighter color. Each shelf is a separate letter spelled using Morse code. If you decode the Morse for each shelf, it will spell analog. Now that we have all the words extracted, we need to extract the final answer. Looking at the words for a moment, so the puzzle is, there are lots of games to play here if you can figure out the rules. It also has some pictures of Hangman and Tic-Tac-Toe. These are big hints for what you are looking for and what the solution is going to be. The solution for this puzzle involves taking each puzzle string and figuring out the puzzle rules that encoded the text. Here is one example. There are a lot of P's, so we want to analyze that first. You start by separating each line by P. We are looking for game-related words, so we can guess the 2 words here are card and canasta. With these 2, we can deduce that the rule for this puzzle is to replace the first letter with P, which can then be reversed from the cipher, which gives the following clue, card worth 50 in canasta. The answer to this clue is Joker. However, we aren't done here just yet. Now we need to apply the same rule we discovered, replace first letter with P, to this answer to get a new answer out related to games. Applying the rule to Joker results in poker, the actual solution to this puzzle line. Here is the rest. Taking the first letter from each solution, you get the following phrase, Drooper's apartment. Drooper is a character from the Banana Splits, and his apartment pal is Bingo. Bingo is an ape, so we can confidently determine the answer is Bingo. The attic is one of the more difficult puzzles, and before we dive into it, we first have to talk about the skeleton in the crawl space. The skeleton in the crawl space has a bunch of 3-letter phrases and some numbers, with the flavor text of NTH plus EAT. We know that we're trying to combine the phrases to spell words with the numbers most likely being the length of each word. There's really no approach other than maybe looking at words that start with or words that end with, but the best place to start was realizing that NTH and EAT were clued as being connected and could spell N, the, at. After that, it is mixing and matching until you get something good out. The output you get is Anastasia Steele really loves the hexes used in the attic. This is a reference to Anastasia Steele from 50 Shades of Grey, which is referencing that the hex color codes in the attic are gray codes. This is basically a second hint for Bought It, which you can see in the attic section below. The attic starts with an image with some pixels and flavor text about having to feel your way around in the dark. This is a reference for being blind and hinting towards the pixels being braille. The phrase you get out of using colored pixels as braille dots, beginners always unlock dim old tones. If you take the first letter of each word as hinted by the word beginners, you get bauded, which is a type of cipher. This is the one puzzle you can right-click and export the image, and it just so happens to be SVG. So we can extract the hex color codes accurately for the next step as hinted by the skeleton puzzle. Extracting all of the binary codes out and removing the lead 0, you get the following. Using bauded encoding on the binary, you get the following. The only interesting thing we get is column art, which is another type of cipher. This suggests that our extract is valid, but the rest of it is cipher text. We can then use the string with a column art transposition solver, but without a key, it was just a bunch of guessing words as a key. Solvers of this puzzle got stuck here for a while until it was noticed that attempting some auto-solves on the grid, assuming 6 columns instead of 8, resulted in the final 8 letters looking like a scrambled version of Visionaire. Given the first set of data gave us column R, and having it almost end with Visionaire now, another type of cipher, was too likely to be a coincidence. Putting some effort in manually with a 6-column assumption, you're able to get the following. Using column R key of 412563 or 214563 gives an output that spells Visionaire at the end, giving us the following possible strings. Cutting Visionaire off the end and taking the remaining letters, we try to decrypt the cipher using Visionaire and testing keywords relating to bored apes and the puzzle. Eventually, they landed on the following: Australopithecus. At this point, it's time to solve the final solution. Taking the answer from each puzzles and sorting them in A, B, C, we get the following words: Aperol, Australopithecus, Bingo, Wanan, Macaque. If we examine the answers, we can extract even more information about what they mean. Aperol is an orange liqueur that only got popular after World War II. This answer is different than all the others, considering it is a drink that is meant to be ingested. Going off that theme, perhaps this is a metaphor for taking the red pill, as it sometimes appears red in color. Aperol also just has the word ape in it. Australopithecus. Of all the different possible answers they could have chosen, they landed on Australopithecus. Here's a little anthropology for you. In 1931, Ludwig Cole Larsen joined the Nazi Party and later undertook an expedition to Germany, East Africa, in search for a primitive man. In 1938 to 1939, he discovered Australopithecus afarensis at Laetoli without realizing the importance of his find. Ludwig attempted to prove that all people have a common origin, but that African people remained in the state of primitive men, while the Aryan race had developed. Such scholarship was at odds with most anthropological concerns of the day in Africa. He then later lost his position as professor in the course of the denazification after the war. Cole Larsen is not highly regarded amongst contemporary East Africanists. Bingo. Bingo the Gorilla is a major yet final antagonist in the 2019 direct-to-video horror comedy film The Banana Splits movie. Bingo and his friends are animatronics created by Carl to entertain children as the Banana Splits. However, after the show is canceled, Bingo and his friends start a killing spree. You want to know something even creepier? Bingo only has 3 lines in the movie. Bingo's last and most famous words. The only words Bingo ever says sounds just like accelerationism.
Oh, that's a bingo.
Is that the way you say it? That's a bingo.
He just said bingo. Bingo! How fun!
Wanan has double entendre. He's the father of traditionalism, bringing the Kali Yuga to the west, and Wanan is also a species of monkey. Macaque also has double entendre. Macaque is a racial slur and a type of monkey. By definition, there is a clear distinction of what type of monkey both Wanan and macaques are. They are part of the Old World classification of monkeys. In 2006, a Virginia senator was called out for using this slur. With close ties to Virginia, the founders of Bored Ape Yacht Club would definitely be aware of this political disaster.
You too have gotten in trouble with words that you've uttered. Let me bring you back to August 11th. You were at a campaign stop and a young man who was videotaping it for the web campaign was there also. Let's watch.
This fellow here over here with the yellow shirt, Macaca, or whatever his name is, he's going to buy a phone. And let's give it all to Macaca here.
And here's the young man, S.R. Siddharth. He's a resident of Virginia, an American citizen, straight-A student at Fairfax High School, now goes to the University of Virginia. Critics say that macaque is a racist slur, and that you used it because he was dark-skinned. What did you specifically mean when you said, "Welcome to America and the real Virginia"? Why did you use those words for a dark-skinned American?
Tim, I made a mistake. Said things thoughtlessly. I've apologized for it as well I should. But there was no racial or ethnic intent to slur anyone. If I had any idea that word, and to some people in some parts of the world was an insult, I would never do it because it's contrary to what I believe.
Well, where
who
did
I
it come
am.
from? It must have been
Oh, just made up. Just
Made
made up words.
My theory is that the primate answers of this puzzle are a direct reference to the founders of the project, and Aperol could be seen as the red pill. The Boogaloo Boys were born on the weapon board of 4chan known as K. Think of them as paramilitary incels, or Chan LARPers. They can be classified by their Hawaiian shirts and absurdist meme styles to make anyone who calls them out look insane. It can be a very effective tactic when trolling. This Bored Ape Yacht Club shirt is an exact Boogaloo Boy Hawaiian shirt used to LARP by 4chan users. This is Ape 1488. The number 14 is a neo-Nazi dog whistle. It is a direct reference to the white supremacist slogan known as the 14 words. We must secure the existence of our people and future for white children. The slogan was coined by David Lane, a member of the white supremacist terrorist group known as the Order. The number 88 is white supremacist alphanumerical code for HH, which stands for Hail Hitler. 1488, which is also included in the ADL database or the Anti-Defamation League, is a combination of these two hate symbols.
And the fact is, guys, I've been on the internet 20 years. I know pretty much about every single different slur that's in the English language and a few in other languages as well. So not only do I understand all the slurs, I also understand the euphemisms, like 1488.
Here is where it gets really dark. What do you see on this ape? No, not the bloodshot eyes. This ape is wearing a prison outfit with the numbers 0198. 07. If we take out the zeros, a practice in cryptography called null padding, we are left with 1987, which we can deduce is a year. You see, 1987 is a reference to the year that Rudolf Hess, a Nazi hero, died in the Spandau prison in West Berlin as a result of his conviction during the Nuremberg trials. It was destroyed the same year to prevent it from becoming a neo-Nazi shrine. Not everyone who has a Bored Ape is aware of the inherent racism. Let me point your attention to the sales activity tab. If someone is selling an ape, they set the price. Interestingly enough, there is a pattern of selling apes for variations of 88 Ethereum, ending prices in 0.88 or 0.14. This is a cut and dry example of esoteric racism. Ape 6969 features the same prison jumpsuit and a Prussian helmet with a shit-eating grin. This is a troll hidden in plain sight, designed to mock everyone who looks at it. The odds of Ape 6969, which is a troll in itself, having both the prison jumpsuit and a Prussian helmet is statistically near impossible. Apes in the Bored Ape Yacht Club project are adorned with various characteristics. This can include clothing, accessories, eyes, faces. Anything you see on these apes can be randomly generated to produce the final product that we see as ape. By design, some of these characteristics are more rare than others, which means more desirable, which results in a higher price. Some of these characteristics are harmless, but there is a definite through line with one characteristic in particular: headwear. The Prussian helmet is known as a Piccolo, which is a reference to the German Empire from 1871 to 1919. The Vietnam-era helmet features an Ace of Spades card attached to the helmet, which was a custom American soldiers started in World War II, but continued in Vietnam. In Vietnam, however, American soldiers would leave an Ace of Spades on dead Vietnamese soldiers. The card in the Bored Ape helmet has a letter J on it, which would indicate a Jack of Spades, not an ace. The founders of this project are not sloppy writers and wouldn't get history wrong if it meant they could include yet another racist reference. Maybe this explains it. Based on a 1938 decree in Nazi Germany, every Jew in Germany had to carry an identification card marked with J for Jewish at all times. The sushi chef headband is a Japanese headband known as a hachimaki. Hachimaki can have different Japanese characters on them to mean different things. There are 6 variations that are the most popular and commonly used. Bored Ape Yacht Club went with kamikaze to indicate imperial Imperial Japan's suicide pilots. A sushi chef would never wear this headband. The safari helmet is a British or European pith hat used by the British Empire in colonizing Africa. And Belgium and the Congo, led by King Leopold II, who, as you know, cut off Congolese hands. The kami hat is known as a yushanka, and with the sickle and hammer, it represents the Soviet Union or the USSR, worn during World War II while Russians were commanded by tyrannical leader Joseph Stalin. The fez is a potential reference to the Ottoman Empire, but there's also such thing as a Nazi fez. With all of these helmets and headwear, one can see a clear picture of Chan culture's fetishization of power and dominion of those they deem weaker. October 2021, music manager Guy Osseri, founder of management firm Maverick, who represents Madonna and U2, acquired representation of Bored Ape Yacht Club. This would include securing book deals, music, television, video games, and even movie integrations. This was a power play for Bored Ape Yacht Club because it legitimized funding and star power behind the project. With the connections of Guy Osseri, Bored Ape Yacht Club now had a way to control the media messaging around their project.
The project obviously has so much hype and so much support. There's also been criticism. Some people connected some of the images to racist tropes. I'd love to give you the opportunity to respond to that criticism. It's apes, because aping in is... I'd love to give you the opportunity.
Their project.
The project obviously has so much hype and so much support. There's also been criticism. Some people connected some of the images to racist tropes. Love to give you the opportunity to respond to that criticism. It's apes, because aping in is very much a nod to this community, to crypto enthusiasts, to people who aped in early. So the story is about them. One of the founders is Jewish. One is Turkish. One is Pakistani. One is Cuban. Guy Osseri, who's one of the partners that came in later last year, is Israeli. I myself am Cuban, and I'm actually first generation American. The idea that we're neo-Nazis or alt-right is offensive, it's hurtful, it's totally untrue. That's really personal to you, that criticism.
The idea that you can't be racist, or even ironically racist, because you're ethnic is the saddest excuse I've ever heard. And this interview is bought by Guy Osseri. Here he is pictured with the founder of D3, and this woman looks oddly familiar. Guy Osseri is either ethnic is the saddest excuse.
It's totally untrue. That's really personal to you, that criticism.
The idea that you can't be racist, or even ironically racist, because you're ethnic is the saddest excuse I've ever heard. And this interview is bought by Guy Osseri. Here he is pictured with the founder of D3, and this woman looks oddly familiar. Guy Osseri is even referred to as the fifth ape, a reference to the fifth Beatle. When Ryder launched GordonGoner.com, Guy Osseri went off the deep end. Ryder Rips described to me a 2-hour phone call consisting of Guy Osseri screaming at him to stop digging into the project. After Ryder explained the symbolism to Osseri, he replied with, "Who am I to judge what art is?" And remember that Rolling Stone interview I mentioned, Gordon Goner stated, "Are we the Beastie Boys of NFTs? Because right after our initial success, it felt like the Beastie Boys going on tour with Madonna. Everyone was like, who the fuck are these kids?" The Rolling Stone article then states, funnily enough, Madonna's longtime manager, Guy Osseri, signed on to rep the foursome about a month after Goner made this comment to Rolling Stone. It's just so ironic that Bored Ape Yacht Club would go on to
Charging battery.
Madonna's manager, Guy Osseri. Here's the family tree of Bored Ape Yacht Club. Greg Solano and Wiley Arano are from Miami. They met later in life at a bar arguing about literature. Karem Adelaide and Zayshawn Ali went to the University of Maryland together. Greg Solano also attended attended University of Maryland, but would go on to get his MFA at University of Virginia. The P.O. Box of Yuga Labs is in Alexandria, Virginia. The CEO of Yuga Labs, Nicole Muniz, went to high school with Wiley. Mark Andreessen is the funding. Guy Osseri is the management and PR. And it's not a far stretch to say that Neil Strauss is their Rolling Stone media connection. He is also writing a book based on Bored Ape Yacht Club. Guy Osseri and Neil Strauss go back to 1998, when Guy Osseri was featured in the credits of Neil Strauss's biography on Marilyn Manson. One of the most mind-boggling parts to this ongoing story is celebrity endorsement. Everywhere you look, a new celebrity flaunts their hideous Nazi propaganda. I wouldn't expect them to know any better, but there's something going on underneath the surface. I know most celebrities are denser than a cement block, but you can't convince me they would all spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on these JPEGs just because of hype culture. So what's actually going on?